What's up, YouTube? This is MathWiz97 and welcome to Payback! We are here in Chicago, Illinois for what is sure to be a jam-packed night, and we are kicking things off with a bang. We're not wasting any time, not pulling any punches, as we are kicking things off with the WrestleMania rematch. It's Brock Lesnar versus Shinsuke Nakamura, and in this match, the stipulation is, if Brock Lesnar loses, he will leave the WWE. His contract will be terminated. Brock Lesnar will be done. It all comes down on him tonight. No Paul Heyman at ringside. Of course, it was Brock Lesnar who got himself into this situation after he had cost Shinsuke Nakamura a WWE Championship #1 contenders match several weeks ago on SmackDown. Well, Shinsuke Nakamura, he said that that wasn't enough. Brock Lesnar simply costing him a shot at the title wasn't good enough. Shinsuke Nakamura, he really didn't have anything to gain from Lesnar. He said that Lesnar, if he wanted to be worth Nakamura's time, then Brock Lesnar had to offer something up. He had to put something on the line. And Paul Heyman didn't seem too keen on the concept, but that's when Brock Lesnar shoved Heyman aside, got straight in Nakamura's face, and told him, if I can't beat you, I will quit. And that is what's on the line tonight. Brock Lesnar, not only is his pride in jeopardy, but his entire career in the WWE is as well. This is the former WWE champion you're looking at, the man who was defeated by Kevin Owens, who now is on the fast track to surpassing the longest championship reign in Universe mode. Of course, tonight, Kevin Owens is going to be defending that title against the man who, well, thanks to Brock Lesnar, the man who defeated Shinsuke Nakamura in that #1 contenders match, the hometown boy, CM Punk. But we'll get to that matchup a little bit later on in the night, because right now, we await the arrival of the one and only Shinsuke Nakamura. The king of strong style is here in Chicago. The Chicago crowd, the sellout crowd, is on fire. They are electric. As the king of strong style makes his way to the ring, shrouded in shadow, but now Shinsuke Nakamura, all eyes are on him right now. Brock Lesnar, you can see, standing in the center of the ring, just staring him down. Just staring daggers at Nakamura. Of course, at WrestleMania, Shinsuke Nakamura made his in-ring debut by defeating Brock Lesnar, and quite handily, I might add. Some people thought that Brock Lesnar was a little disappointing on that night. Felt as though there could have been a little more to that match, that Brock Lesnar just seemed a little off on that night. But Brock Lesnar cannot afford that tonight. He's got to be on his A game, because as WrestleMania proved, if Brock Lesnar is not... Well, even if Brock Lesnar is at 100%, because we don't know for certain whether or not Lesnar was, in a fishy state of mind going into that matchup. As far as we knew, Lesnar seemed to be in tip-top shape. But that just goes to show how powerful, how threatening Shinsuke Nakamura can be to this man. But perhaps Lesnar putting his career on the line will give him the extra resolve to push beyond his limits. But we're going to have to wait to find out, as right now Shinsuke Nakamura just stares down at the Beast Incarnate. Lesnar's looking ready. Nakamura's fired up. He's amped, ready to go. And the referee rings the bell. This match is underway. As you can see, this crowd in Chicago now settling into their seats. Lesnar went for a knee to the face, but Shinsuke was able to block it. Now Lesnar blocks a shot from Nakamura, and Jesus, what a clothesline. What a massive shot from the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, and these two men are going straight at it, not pulling any punches. And that's what you'd expect. That's what you'd expect from a guy like Brock Lesnar in this situation. Has to go all out from the get-go, but Shinsuke Nakamura answers back with a knee straight across the sternum, and now the cover, but just a 1 count. Lesnar Not going to be disrespected like that. You can already see Shinsuke Nakamura starting to play the mind games. As Nakamura looking for a side suplex, but no, Lesnar able to counter it, shifts the weight, and just crushes the life out of Shinsuke Nakamura. As the Beast Incarnate picks him up to his feet. It'll be interesting to see what sort of approach Brock Lesnar takes to this matchup tonight. As we've seen recently, Suplex City hasn't been good enough. Brock Lesnar starting to change up go back to his roots, as it were. Just try to completely outmuscle Shinsuke Nakamura with brute force, as you saw a couple of knees to the face, dropping Nakamura to the outside. But you can hear the crowd chanting Suplex City as if to almost mock Lesnar. They want to see it. They want to see Suplex City tonight. But perhaps, I think even more so, they want to see Suplex City be completely disbanded, completely destroyed by Shinsuke Nakamura. But right there, you saw a deadlift powerbomb on the outside. Brock Lesnar, there's more to him than just those suplexes. But you have to imagine that Shinsuke Nakamura, I mean, he's already beaten this man once. He knows what Brock Lesnar's about. If anybody could end Lesnar's career on a night like tonight, it would have to be Shinsuke Nakamura. That's exactly why Lesnar put his career on the line, because he knows the danger that Nakamura presents. And it's almost as if, you know, threatening his career, he's looking to tap into some sort of hidden strength. Perhaps, I don't know, it's just a way for Lesnar to truly go all out in this matchup, because he knows that if he can't defeat Nakamura, his future with this company, well, for lack of a better word, it's history. As right now, Brock Lesnar calling Nakamura to his feet, just sizing up his man. Looking for a belly-to-belly suplex, but Nakamura blocks it. And able to take down Brock Lesnar there. And there's a knife-edge chop by Nakamura. And of course, Lesnar does not want to get into a battle of strikes with Nakamura, because Nakamura will win that battle 10 times over. There you see. A massive knee to the midsection, followed up by a kick straight to the chest. And now Nakamura with one to the back. And very quickly, those kicks will take their toll on Brock Lesnar. Lesnar's going to have to find a way to block these strikes to go back on the offensive. But right now, it's Shinsuke Nakamura, who has firm control with a massive enziguri to the side of the skull. As Brock Lesnar crumbles in a heap on the canvas, Nakamura's feeling it, trying to keep the crowd hot, because we know that Nakamura thrives off the energy of the WWE Universe. And you just saw those massive strikes there by Lesnar. Shinsuke not holding anything back, but Lesnar kicks at it one. There's a bit of Lesnar's pride coming into play. He doesn't want to show any signs of weakness, not this early into the matchup. That's the thing with Brock Lesnar. You'd have to imagine that the reason why he put his career on the line, you know, another reason for doing so, is that if he cannot defeat Shinsuke tonight, Lesnar probably doesn't believe that he even belongs in this company. Because if he can't beat a guy like Shinsuke Nakamura, well then how the hell is he going to be able to defeat a guy like Kevin Owens? How the heck is Brock Lesnar going to be able to reclaim that WWE Championship? But Lesnar right now just needs to be laser focused on Nakamura, because Nakamura is laser focused on Brock Lesnar with that knee driven straight into the temple. And again, the crowd with an uproar of cheers in the favor of Shinsuke Nakamura as Nakamura tosses Lesnar into the ring. The Beast Incarnate stumbles to his feet, but there's Shinsuke with a knee to the midsection and follows through with a kick to the back. Straight in between the shoulder blades, and now another knee, this time to the lower spine of Lesnar. As Nakamura, there's a punch to the face. Shinsuke Nakamura, he's got him with the reverse exploder suplex. And this is bad news for Brock Lesnar. This is the last place he wants to be, as Shinsuke Nakamura is lining him up. Could we see the King? No. He was looking for a Kinshasa. Lesnar able to block it and takes him down with a German suplex. And just like that, Brock Lesnar takes this match back into his element, into his playground. But no, wait, counter by Nakamura. As quickly as the tides turned in favor of Lesnar, Nakamura brought him right back into his corner. And now he's got Lesnar. Oh, a suplex straight across that top rope. Just taking all the wind out of the lungs of Brock Lesnar there. As Nakamura setting Lesnar up for something here. He's looking to go high rent. He's looking to take a risk up on that top rope. Shinsuke Nakamura, dear God, the knees driven straight into the midsection, off the top rope even. 1, 2, no. Lesnar just barely able to hang on, but how close was that? It's not too often we see Nakamura dive off the top rope like that. But even then, Nakamura doing it his way with the strong style. That's just something that Brock Lesnar can never hope to match. Oh, but he caught that kick. He caught that one. And now Brock Lesnar. Oh, he's got like a modified Kimura lock here. He doesn't quite have the body scissors. He doesn't have Nakamura down on the canvas. But Lesnar going to work on that arm. That's a smart strategy. Try to cut off some of that strong style, but Nakamura. Well, Nakamura was striking back. That's the thing about Shinsuke Nakamura. If you put him in some sort of pain, if you go after, say in that instance, you go after that arm, you saw Nakamura go straight with a forearm with that arm that Lesnar was targeting. That's just how Nakamura rolls. He'll try to fight through the pain. Although, even then, you know, he is only human. Nakamura does have his weaknesses just like anyone else would. As right now, he's got Lesnar by the arm. You can see Nakamura perhaps, playing it a little cautious right now. But that could come back to bite him as Lesnar able to create the break, force the separation. And now Brock Lesnar with the shoulders into the corner. And now a clubbing blow to the back, Nakamura. Now he drops to the canvas. As Brock Lesnar scales to the middle rope and takes it, delivers with an elbow straight across the face. It's not too often that we see Lesnar look to scale the ropes like that. But I guess anything's possible. Lesnar really has to do whatever he can to come out on top tonight. But here the crowd is getting what they wanted. Brock Lesnar taking Shinsuke Nakamura to Suplex City. The crowd is definitely invested in this matchup as Lesnar hooks the leg on Nakamura, but Nakamura able to kick out. You know that the crowd loves to play into this Suplex City thing. But at the end of the day, we know that when push comes to shove, this crowd is fully behind Shinsuke Nakamura. As Brock Lesnar just waits for Nakamura to get to his feet. Brock Lesnar looking for a fall-away slam. No, scoops, no, countered. DDT by Nakamura. Not sure what exactly Lesnar was looking for, but now Shinsuke. Shinsuke is measuring Lesnar. What does he have in store? Brock Lesnar whipped into the corner. Shinsuke Nakamura. He's looking to take him up into no man's land. Brock Lesnar. His back is turned to the ring. Oh, this is not good. This is not good for either man. Shinsuke Nakamura, you gotta be kidding me! A back suplex off the top rope. A back superplex, if you will. Almost kind of like that, well, not quite an exploder suplex, but Shinsuke Nakamura, he's still going to use it for the same effect. Sizing him up, he went for the Kinshasa. But Lesnar able to dodge it and now drops Nakamura to the canvas. The wherewithal of Brock Lesnar to get out of harm's way, to dodge that attempted Kinshasa, and now Lesnar. Lesnar's got Nakamura up on his shoulders, could be looking for the F5. But this time it's Nakamura who had it well scouted. Lesnar ducks a kick, but he didn't duck that one. Nakamura caught him straight across the temple with that boot. And just like that, I mean, had a nice exchange there. Nakamura was in control. Lesnar tried to take it back. But again, Nakamura keeps his stronghold on this matchup as now he drives the knee straight into the back of Lesnar, draping him across that apron, now dropping him to the floor. And Nakamura tosses Lesnar back into the ring. As Shinsuke Nakamura, you can see him just pacing around ringside right now. Just almost meticulously trying to determine his next plan of attack. And that's the way that Nakamura tends to do it, just brute force. Nakamura, oh my God. I can feel those knees, and I'm not even getting hit with them. Who knows what kind of injuries Lesnar might be sustaining from those powerful knees straight to the shoulders, back, midsection, and to the skull. Nakamura, that's the thing, he can hit you anywhere with those knees. As Brock Lesnar now hung up over that top rope, Shinsuke Nakamura rolls back. Oh, and again, another knee, this time to the midsection. Lesnar is just being torn apart by Shinsuke Nakamura. As Nakamura up to that middle rope. Shinsuke, he's measuring his man Lesnar, using the ropes to pull himself to his feet, but he's clearly out of it. Shinsuke Nakamura, Kinshasa off the middle rope. He got him with that middle rope Kinshasa. Is that going to do it? Nakamura hooks the leg. 1, 2. No! Almost. But almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. As Brock Lesnar manages to survive that middle rope Kinshasa. It's not the most powerful Kinshasa in Nakamura's arsenal. But even so, that is no easy feat. As Brock Lesnar dumps Nakamura over the top rope now. Looking to create some separation. You saw Nakamura grabbing at his knee there. I'm not sure if Lesnar saw it, but if he did, perhaps could try to cause some sort of an injury. He's right now Brock Lesnar. No, Brock Lesnar's got other plans in mind. As Shinsuke Nakamura taking over to the barricade. Oh my God, you've got to be kidding me. Brock Lesnar, a spear through the barricade. Brock Lesnar. Just, oh my God. Nakamura just exploded through that barricade. Brock Lesnar holding nothing back with that. I mean, he threw his entire body weight at Nakamura. Well, it looks like our ringside crew they got a mess to clean up now. But Brock Lesnar right now looking to clean up the mess, the remains of Shinsuke Nakamura. As you can see, Nakamura able to make it back to his feet. Lesnar now, though, has got him with another German suplex. I don't know how much more Nakamura's got left. I mean, for that matter, I don't know how much more Brock Lesnar's got left. But what matters right now is that Brock Lesnar has got Nakamura right in the palm of his hand. As Nakamura whipped into the turnbuckle. Brock Lesnar looking for yet another German suplex, and he drills it. Nakamura, he's in dire straits right now. As Lesnar picks him up to his feet again, I think he's going to go for it again. Brock Lesnar is in his element. He is taking Shinsuke Nakamura on an all-expenses-paid trip to Suplex City. And you can see Chicago, they're on their feet. But the cheers have stopped. Now you hear, oh my God. Brock Lesnar's going to take Nakamura to the top rope. Well, this didn't work out so well the first time when Nakamura took him up there. And now Brock Lesnar, he's looking for a super German suplex, but Nakamura able to counter it. And Nakamura now, he's up high. Elbow drop straight to the heart. Hook of the leg on Lesnar. 1. Does he have him 2? He might have him 3. No, so close, but no cigar. Brock Lesnar just manages to survive by the skin of his teeth. But Nakamura again. Nakamura's lining him up again. He's looking for a scoop. No, wait, counter by Lesnar. Lesnar hits him with a DDT. Similar to the same counter that Nakamura used earlier. Brock Lesnar giving Nakamura a taste of his own medicine. As now Brock Lesnar, he failed to hit this earlier. But Nakamura, he ain't countering this one. As Brock Lesnar powerbomb after powerbomb after powerbomb. 3 in a row, he nails the trifecta. And now Brock Lesnar could be going in for the kill. Nakamura, he's out on his feet. Brock Lesnar's got him up on his shoulders. Nowhere for Nakamura to go, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. F5! And Brock Lesnar hooks the leg. 1, 2, and 3. No! That was not a 3 count, folks. Nakamura ripped his shoulder off the canvas at the closest of 2.9s. As Brock Lesnar now sends him off the ropes. Nakamura's in trouble. German suplex not on the way. Nakamura countered it. Delivers a boot to the midsection. Kinshasa! Nakamura hooks the leg. 2 and 3. Brock Lesnar's career in the WWE has come to an end at the knee of Shinsuke Nakamura. What a sequence that was there down the stretch. You can see this matchup was an all-out war. Back and forth, these two men throwing everything that they had at each other. Throwing bombs, if you will. Just unrelenting, the attack from these two men. But at the end of the day, it was Shinsuke Nakamura who had more left in the tank. Not even an F5 could keep him down. And, well, folks, that's the end of it. Brock Lesnar, he's done. His career on SmackDown, his career in this company has come to an end, thanks to Shinsuke Nakamura. Although, to be fair, I mean, Brock Lesnar put himself in this situation to begin with. And if he was looking to put up a stronger fight than he did at WrestleMania, he certainly did just that. But even then, it wasn't enough. No matter how much of a fight he put up, no matter how much punishment he could withstand from Shinsuke Nakamura, he just could not overcome that devastating Kinshasa. Let's see it one more time. Nakamura lines him up and drills him right on the chin. And Lesnar, his lights were out. He had nothing left to kick out. Shinsuke Nakamura, the king of strong style, reigns supreme yet again. And he has finally gotten rid of Brock Lesnar. No more will Shinsuke Nakamura have to deal with this man, the thorn in his side. It's all over as Shinsuke Nakamura exits the ring. Brock Lesnar Lesnar's just out of it right now, trying to get back to his feet. I don't think he's realized what has happened yet. Wait a minute, what the hell? Braun Strowman from out of nowhere just blindsided Brock Lesnar. I mean, Brock Lesnar just had that exhausting match against Shinsuke Nakamura, and now Braun Strowman is out here. I mean, Lesnar's defenseless, and Braun Strowman with a Uranagi slam into that barricade. Well, I don't know what Brock Lesnar did to piss off Braun Strowman. Maybe he didn't do anything. But clearly, Braun Strowman is out here to send a message tonight. On the last episode of SmackDown, we saw Strowman attack Ty Dillinger for no good reason. And now Braun Strowman is setting his sights on the Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar. Well, right now, the Beast has been wounded. He can't even defend himself right now as Strowman takes him down with a choke slam. Nakamura has left the arena. He's gone to the back. I don't think he's realized what's going on. And even if he did, I mean, really, what business does Nakamura have to come out here and help Lesnar after everything Lesnar's done? I mean, really, that's the thing. Who's going to come out here and help Lesnar? I mean, Lesnar doesn't exactly have any allies here on SmackDown. It seems as though Braun Strowman, well, if you wanted to get some sort of a farewell party, you know, it's just somebody to show Lesnar the door. I guess that's what Strowman's doing. No love lost from Strowman here in this attack. Strowman just out here. I guess he saw the opportunity that was available to him. A way to send a final message. Oh my goodness. Braun Strowman's got those steel steps again. We saw him use those stairs against Ty Dillinger, but Lesnar's to his feet. Brock Lesnar to his feet, and a German suplex. Lesnar's got fight left. Brock Lesnar, he's not done. Strowman try as he might. Brock Lesnar, he just will not die. It's going to take more than that. Oh, wait a minute. Lesnar jumped over the top, but he's able to hang on. Lesnar managed to skin the cap, and now, oh, Strowman tosses him back inside the ring. Lesnar had a bit of a rally, but that was only going to get him so far. Look out, look out. Oh, my God. And again, Braun Strowman using those steel steps to brutalize his opponent. Brock Lesnar, God. Braun Strowman, just a vicious, relentless attack here. Completely unprovoked, I might add. Oh my God. And now Braun Strowman, he's going to take him out with a jackknife powerbomb. And I guess that's the end of Brock Lesnar. Up next is a 6-woman battle royal to determine the #1 contender for Asuka's Women's Championship. Of course, the winner of this battle royal will move on to face Asuka later on tonight. But we are going to see Summer Rae take on Becky Lynch, Charlotte, Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, and Alexa Bliss. Who's going to come out on top? Who will challenge Asuka? Let's find out. Making her way to the ring first out of our 6 competitors, it is Alexa Bliss. Of course, Alexa Bliss, she qualified for this battle royal by defeating Natalya. Natalya, one of the 3 competitors in the inaugural Women's Championship match back at WrestleMania, the finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament. Alexa Bliss, she's been trying to make a name for herself on SmackDown after the Queen of the Ring tournament. She had kind of disappeared off the map for a little bit. But now, after defeating Natalya, She's looking to keep up an impressive winning streak. She's looking to use that momentum from her victory over Natalya to win this Battle Royal and go on to challenge the Empress Asuka later on tonight for the Women's Championship. And this Battle Royal really could be a difference maker in the careers of these 6 women, because by the end of tonight, they could be the new Women's Champion when all is said and done, although defeating Asuka at 100% is easier said than done, let alone trying to challenge her after going through a Battle Royal like this. But coming up next, we have Becky Lynch making her way to the ring. The Irish Lass Kicker sets foot in this sold out Chicago arena. Of course, Becky Lynch, she's had a bit of a mixed record since making her way into Universe mode. Of course, she was defeated by Natalya in the semifinals of that Queen of the Ring tournament. She had the opportunity to compete in that WrestleMania battle, or the WrestleMania triple threat match, if she had won the last chance match, but she was again defeated by Sasha Banks. However, Becky Lynch was able to defeat Dana Brooke to qualify for this matchup tonight. And now, Becky Lynch looks to try to punch her ticket to a Women's Championship matchup tonight. But if you want to talk about someone who has been down on their luck, who has truly hit rock bottom, it doesn't get, I mean, you can't really look much further than Summer Rae. I mean, this woman was a former Divas champion. She challenged for the Divas title at last year's WrestleMania pay-per-view against Brie Bella. And it was widely believed that matchup between Summer Rae and Brie Bella, Stephanie, she claimed it was her decision to disband the Divas division for the time being. And she claimed that it was because, none of the competitors were motivated enough. And you could argue that it all started from that WrestleMania match between Summer Rae and Brie Bella, that was where it seemed as though hype for these athletes was kind of starting to die down. And that's not an easy claim to try to carry on your shoulders. People often, they'll point the finger at Summer Rae, at Brie Bella, which is, I suppose, kind of ironic that maybe that's the entire reason why they have come together to form the Divas Empire, along with Tamina Snuka, 3 former Divas champions, all seemingly overlooked here in the WWE, but that's why they're here tonight. Summer Rae was able to defeat Bayley with some assistance from Tamina Snuka. Although Tamina Snuka was unable to qualify, she was defeated by Nikki Bella, as she was, unable to have any help at ringside, thanks to her little interference in the Summer Rae Bayley matchup. So Tamina might not be in this matchup, but still, the Divas Empire, they've got numbers on their side. As they're able to work together, unlike the other women in this matchup who don't really have many alliances other than perhaps you could say Charlotte and Becky Lynch, but even then, they've really only teamed up once. They're not quite the same closely knit faction that the Divas Empire are. Brie Bella, she managed to defeat Sasha Banks to qualify on the last episode of Monday Night Raw. She and Sasha Banks went to war, but it was Brie Bella who came out on top, which shocked a few people. Just looking at Brie Bella's track record in the past, she wasn't exactly known for her in-ring prowess. She wasn't viewed as a technician or anything like that, but in recent memory, she definitely has turned things around. And really, I would say the starting point to that was back at the Slammy Awards when Brie Bella defeated her sister Nikki. So you'd have to imagine that Nikki Bella could be looking for some payback tonight, as it were. You knew I had to make the pun eventually. But Nikki Bella, like I said, she defeated Tamina Snuka to qualify. We know that Nikki Bella has had some issues with the Divas Empire over the last several weeks. So maybe Nikki Bella is going to be the first target that Summer Rae and Brie Bella are looking to eliminate from this matchup. We'll see how things go. But last, and certainly not least, this is Charlotte. And Charlotte, you want to talk about being impressive in the Queen of the Ring tournament. I mean, she had a heck of a match against Natalya, which was interrupted by Emma and Dana Brooke. And that ultimately led to Charlotte's quick elimination from the Queen of the Ring tournament. The match was restarted, but she could never really recapture that momentum that she had prior to the interference. And then afterwards, Charlotte went on to face Emma at Roadblock. She was defeated there thanks to, well, a pre-match attack by Dana Brooke. But when all was said and done, Charlotte did manage to, well, like I said earlier, she teamed up with Becky Lynch just prior to WrestleMania to defeat Emma and Dana Brooke in tag team action. But then it was Emma who, I guess you could say, got the last laugh over Charlotte in a #1 contenders match for, well, Extreme Rules. It was, of course, Emma who went on to face Asuka at Extreme Rules, although she was defeated. And we have yet to see Emma make an appearance since that defeat. Perhaps Charlotte could be next in line. If you had to pick a favorite in this matchup, I don't really think you can do much better than Charlotte, because maybe her win-loss record has been a bit inconsistent when she was, embroiled in that feud with Emma. But nonetheless, in all of those matches that those two women had against each other, Charlotte did not come out looking weak. She did not look unimpressive. But it's just going to be interesting to see who do these women try to go for first. Right now, we got three different scuffles going on, but is there a possibility that we could see a couple of these women team up to try to eliminate what could be viewed as the biggest threat in the matchup? Becky Lynch able to skin the cat, get back in the ring. Charlotte going to be dumped over the top rope, but she's able to hang on. She's teetering, but she's able to pull herself back over that top rope and keep herself alive in this matchup. As Alexa Bliss was looking to take out Summer Rae there, but Summer Rae able to dodge it. As you've got Nikki Bella looking to toss Becky Lynch over the top rope. Charlotte's in trouble. Becky Lynch, though, able to pull herself back inside the ring. And now Nikki Bella dumped over the top rope. That's Alexa Bliss, rather, shouldering her way back into the ring. That's going to be the trick with this matchup. With so much action going on all over the place, it's going to be a tough one to call. Tough one to follow. As Summer Rae dumped over the top rope, she nearly was eliminated right there. Alexa Bliss trying to shove her out under that bottom rope. Meanwhile, Brie Bella looking to eliminate Charlotte up at the top of your screen. Summer Rae makes her way back in. Look at Nikki Bella taking down Becky Lynch with an STO. But Becky Lynch quickly back to her feet. Meanwhile, Charlotte's got Brie Bella up on her shoulders here with her backpack stunner. A backpack stunner right there. Becky Lynch now, it's 2-on-1. Summer Rae and Nikki Bella working together. That's a bit of an unlikely alliance, but Becky Lynch able to force her way back into the fold. Oh, and how quickly did that alliance break down? As Summer Rae is taking out Nikki Bella. Brie, once again, looking to eliminate Charlotte at the bottom of your screen. No, but Charlotte able to shoulder her way back in. And there's a boot to the midsection. Charlotte with a swinging neck breaker. As Becky Lynch got Alexa Bliss with a leg drop. And now, Summer Rae out of nowhere. Set her sights immediately from Nikki Bella to Charlotte, taking her out from behind with a bulldog, completely blindsided her. As now Alexa Bliss dumped over the top rope. It's been action fast and furious since the beginning of this matchup, since the bell rung. Alexa Bliss is teetering on the edge, but she's able to make her way back in. As Summer Rae, she got her with an enziguri. And look at that! Becky Lynch with that leg capture suplex. Just manhandled Alexa Bliss right there. Connects now with a drop kick to the back. As Charlotte dumped over the top rope by Nikki Bella. Summer Rae, though, with a drop kick to Nikki. She doesn't, I guess... Summer Rae, like I said earlier, Nikki Bella and the Divas Empire have some bad blood between each other. And it looks as though Summer Rae and Brie Bella trying to set their sights on Nikki, but Charlotte looks to even the odds. Tossing Brie Bella over the top rope, but look at Summer Rae. Summer Rae trying to defend Brie Bella, prevent her from getting eliminated. But it could cost her as Nikki Bella, rather, dumped Summer Rae over the top rope. Now Summer Rae hanging on for dear life. Charlotte again dumped over the top rope. Meanwhile, Becky Lynch still going after Alexa Bliss. Looking to go to work on those arms as she does. This is typical Becky Lynch, going to work on those arms, of course. She cannot win this matchup via a submission. But if you take out those arms, it's going to be much more difficult for these for these women to hang on to those ropes. Much easier to eliminate in that case. Let's look at Becky Lynch. She's got Alexa Bliss with a hammerlock reverse DDT as Summer Rae dumped over the top rope by Nikki Bella. And Nikki Bella, oh, she hangs her out on the top rope, and Summer Rae is gone. We have our first elimination of the matchup. And Summer Rae is furious. Summer Rae is livid right now. But she's gone, so much for the Divas Empire. So much for those the numbers game. How quickly that goes out the window as Summer Rae is the first eliminated. But Brie Bella looking to exact some revenge on Nikki, trying to toss her sister over the top rope. Charlotte skins the cat. Oh, Nikki Bella just barely able to hang on. As Becky Lynch seems intent on getting Charlotte out of this matchup. Interesting, again, alliances, they're only gonna last so long in a matchup like this because at the end of the day, it is every competitor for themselves. As Charlotte takes down Becky Lynch with that neck breaker. Alexa Bliss looking to dump Brie Bella over the top rope, but Brie Bella able to stick to those ropes and force her way back into the matchup. Now Becky Lynch is in trouble on the other side of the screen. Oh, what a two-handed bulldog there from Brie. Just blindsiding Charlotte. You truly have to have eyes in the back of your head in a matchup like this. As right now, Alexa Bliss is in trouble. Becky Lynch is in trouble. Brie Bella is intent on just taking a step back, just watching her four opponents, tear each other to pieces. Oh, but Brie Bella looking to take advantage. Off the distraction, sends Nikki Bella into the corner. And Brie Bella clothesline, and Nikki Bella's out of this matchup. She's gone. And we are down to 4. As Alexa Bliss looking to cut it down to 3. Looking to toss Charlotte. Can Charlotte hang on? As you can see, Brie Bella just mocking the people here, but the crowd seemed pretty intent on mocking her right back. As Charlotte takes down Alexa Bliss with that swinging neck breaker. Becky Lynch in a bit of, well, so much for that. I was going to say she was in a bit of trouble, but she was quickly able to fight back. Oh my God, what a forearm. What a forearm from Brie Bella. Charlotte, meanwhile, just about broke Alexa Bliss in half with that spear. As Bliss forces her way to her feet. But how much more does Alexa Bliss have in the tank? That spear might have taken the wind right out of her. Oh, what a stunner by Brie Bella. Wait a minute, look out. Look out, Alexa Bliss is gone. Charlotte tosses Alexa Bliss. And we are down to 3. Let's look at this clothesline, no! Brie Bella nearly eliminated herself. Charlotte pulled down on that bottom rope, or that top rope rather. Brie Bella was intent on clotheslining her over the top rope, but the force of that attack nearly launched herself over the top rope. But Brie Bella was able to hang on. But now look at this. Look at this. Becky Lynch and Charlotte perhaps working together to eliminate the common enemy. We know that the Bella twins, well, their reputation precedes them wherever they go. Even though Nikki Bella might have been trying to turn a new leaf recently. It's really tough to overcome that stigma that you've created for yourself, being, for lack of a better word, just a complete jerk. As right now, Becky Lynch just got her by the arm, just going to work on Brie Bella. See, that's the difference between Brie and Nikki, though. With Nikki, she's at least trying to change. Brie Bella just seemed to take her past and only amplify it, become even worse than she was before. Although, to her credit, that has made her more dangerous. As look at that. Brie Bella just jumped over Becky Lynch to avoid Charlotte. As now, Brie Bella. Oh, what a spinning back fist. Caught Charlotte out of nowhere. And now Charlotte's in trouble. Becky Lynch, she's back to her feet. Meanwhile, Charlotte could be on the verge of elimination. As look at that. You could call that a Bella Buster. Hanging her out to dry off that top rope. And then there were 2. It's Brie Bella and Becky Lynch. Who's going on to fight Asuka for the Women's Championship later on tonight? Becky Lynch, she's looking for that hammerlock reverse DDT. She drives her down. And now it's Brie Bella who's in trouble. The amount of energy it took to eliminate Charlotte has left her. Well, so much for that. Brie Bella quickly able to regain her composure and take down Becky Lynch with a hip toss. And now Brie Bella, what's she doing up there? That's about the last place you want to be in a matchup like this. But Brie Bella Up in the high rent district. Look out below. A missile drop kick to the back of the head. And Becky Lynch now, she's the one in trouble. Brie Bella, if she can just toss her over that top rope, she might have her out of this matchup. But Brie Bella delivers a boot to the midsection. And look at this, DDT. A massive DDT there by Brie Bella. Oh, come on. Well, Brie Bella just mocking her opponent when she should be trying to eliminate her. She's wasting valuable time here. Oh, and it's going to come back to bite her in the ass. As Becky Lynch fights back, she's got Brie Bella with an exploder suplex. And now Becky Lynch looking to tap into her inner strength. Looking to perhaps channel a comeback here. As now she's got her with another exploder suplex. Brie Bella's in a world of trouble. Becky Lynch is heating up. Tapping into that straight fire. As now Becky Lynch going to work on the arm as well. But you can see Becky Lynch. I mean, the wear and tear of this matchup has taken its toll. I'm not sure how much longer these two women are going to be able to last. There's Becky Lynch with a drop kick to the back. Now she's looking to fire up a full head of steam. Off the road. Oh! She went for the running leg drop, but Brie Bella had it well scouted. Oh, and there again. Got her with that forearm. And Becky Lynch, she could be out like a light. Brie Bella looking to launch her into that corner. She could be looking for the elimination. Can Becky Lynch fight her way out of this? She's up on that top rope. She's in a very precarious position right now, folks. Can Brie Bella force her out? Becky Lynch is out. No, wait. Becky Lynch able to hang on. Brie Bella can't believe it. Somehow, Becky Lynch able to skin the cat, make it back in this matchup. Oh, you're kidding me. Over the top rope, an exploder suplex. And Brie Bella is out of this matchup. Becky Lynch has won. She's your #1 contender. And she will go on to face Asuka for the Women's Championship later on tonight. What a performance from Becky Lynch. And you can see replays of the eliminations in this matchup. It really was anybody's ball game. I mean, Brie Bella managed to get 2 eliminations to her credit. She was mighty impressive. Here she thought she had her. She thought Becky Lynch was done for good. But Becky Lynch able to pull herself back into the matchup for one final rush of momentum. And launches Brie Bella over the top rope with an exploder suplex. And she punches her ticket to a Women's Championship match, a date with Destiny, as she'll be taking on the Empress, Asuka. Our next bout might be nothing more than a mere exhibition, but that doesn't make it any less personal. It was a couple of weeks ago, during the Beat the Clock challenge, that Randy Orton was defeated by Sami Zayn, and following that loss, he attacked Finn Balor backstage, thus effectively ruining his chance to win the Beat the Clock challenge as well. And ever since then, this feud has only gotten more and more personal, and they finally square off one-on-one next. As the lights go out in Chicago, Illinois, as we await the arrival of the one and only Finn Balor. Of course, Finn Balor really is the victim in this situation. It was Randy Orton who attacked him backstage before he could fight AJ Styles in the Beat the Clock challenge. And some people have also made the claim that because Finn Balor was effectively neutralized by Randy Orton, I mean, that played a huge role in allowing AJ Styles to win the tournament in the first place. But, I mean, I guess that's more of a discussion to save for when we eventually do get to our World Heavyweight Championship match between Styles and Cesaro later on tonight. But as for right now, the fact remains that Finn Balor, he was quite frankly screwed out of an opportunity to potentially challenge Cesaro for the world title, and it's all thanks to Randy Orton. And then ever since then, Balor has fired some shots back, of course. Randy Orton has had numerous cheap shots, sneak attacks, ambushes on Finn Balor. But on the last episode of Monday Night Raw, Finn Balor had a chance to fire back. After he had defeated Alberto Del Rio, Randy Orton attempted to blindside him yet again. But at the end of the day, at the end of the night, it was Finn Balor who took out Randy Orton with a coup de grace. And I'm sure that move was You know, I'm sure because of all the suffering he had suffered at the hands of Randy Orton, I'm sure that made delivering that coup de grace all the sweeter. But tonight, Finn Balor looks to do it again. He looks to replicate that, but this time, for his sake, he hopes that it will lead to a victory. And if Finn Balor can defeat Randy Orton tonight, that would do wonders for his career. Really, a victory here is important for either man, because both men have been down on their luck as of late. Randy Orton, he was pinned at WrestleMania by AJ Styles in that tag team matchup. Then at Extreme Rules, he failed to capture the World Heavyweight title in the Fatal 4-Way, which also involved Styles, Cesaro, and Seth Rollins. And as for Finn Balor, well, at WrestleMania, he lost his tag team titles alongside Hideo Itami in that Fatal 4-Way tag team elimination match. And ever since then, Balor just really hasn't had much of a presence on Raw. He did have an opportunity to fight Cesaro in a non-title match, but he came up short. Finn Balor has just kind of struggled to find his footing as a singles star here on Monday Night Raw. But this is the perfect opportunity for him to do so. To make his mark by scoring a win over the veteran, the former World Heavyweight Champion, in Randy Orton. But Randy Orton tonight, he's looking to get back on track. He has definitely struggled with I guess, maintaining relevancy here in Universe Mode. If you remember, not too long ago when he was part of the SmackDown roster, Randy Orton was all but irrelevant for the better part of half a year. And then he was brought over to Monday Night Raw. He had the opportunity to make it back into the World Heavyweight title picture, but he failed to capture the gold at last year's Battleground pay-per-view. And then, of course, shortly after that, he got embroiled in a feud with Samoa Joe, which then, of course, led to that WrestleMania tag team matchup where Orton, I mean, he was pinned by Styles at WrestleMania. He does hold a victory over Styles at Roadblock, but it's kind of been inconsistent for Randy Orton. He's been up and down as you see these two men straight out of the gate going right after each other, but it's Randy Orton who strikes first with the Thez Press. And ultimately, Randy Orton, he's going to have to try to overcome that overcome that inconsistency tonight. Whereas Finn Balor, I mean, the same really can be said for him. Ever since WrestleMania, he just hasn't quite been able to get back to the pedestal he was once on. And that's not to discredit the impressive Tag Team Championship reign from Balor and Itami. Of course, they defeated the Ascension at Battleground, which in a way just kind of, I guess, goes to show the parallels. Not really a parallel, more like a perpendicular between these two men, as it was Randy Orton who lost his shot at the world title at Battleground. It was Finn Balor who really got his name on the map by winning those tag team titles. But I guess at the end of it, they did end up meeting the same fate at WrestleMania, both of these men falling short in their respective matches. And in fact, it was also Finn Balor who took the pin on behalf of his team at WrestleMania, so I mean, the parallels can't get much closer than that as far as their defeats at WrestleMania go. But speaking of feet, Randy Orton just stomped Balor straight in the face, and now a massive European uppercut. Balor able to stay on his feet, but not for long, as Randy Orton took him down with the side Russian leg sweep. And you can hear the crowd trying to get inside Randy Orton's head. Randy Orton struggled with anger issues in the past. I mean, really though, that's not even necessarily a detriment to him. In fact, when his emotions run wild, he becomes all the more dangerous. Think of how many careers in this Universe Mode Randy Orton has ended when he was, well, really when he was struggling to, I mean, think about it. It was this man, Randy Orton, who injured Damian Sandow with that punt kick to the skull, just sent him out of Universe Mode. And Randy Orton, who knows if, I mean, the more losses he gets, he becomes all the more aggressive, and it's as I've said in the past. If you are a man who's got nothing to lose, oh my God. Well, a man with nothing to lose is all the more dangerous, but Finn Balor just nearly kicked his skull in, his face in with that Pele kick. But Randy was able to kick out at the last possible second. Finn Balor thought maybe it should have been a 3 count, but it was not. Right now he's got Randy Orton up on his shoulders here. But Randy trying to fight out of it. Randy with a couple of elbows to the temple. Able to force the break. And now DDT. Very methodical is Randy Orton. As you can see right now, just stalking Finn Balor. Stalking his prey. As the Apex Predator goes to work. This is vintage Randy Orton right now. It's just stomping away at every exposed body part of Finn Balor. As he delivered with that boot to the skull. Randy Orton now is measuring him, looking for that knee straight across the top of Balor's head. And Randy Orton hooks the leg. He thinks he's done it. 1, 2, but no, he has not. In fact, I would have been very surprised if that did put Balor away for a 3 count. You can see Randy Orton just getting more and more fired up as this matchup goes on. Balor whipped into the corner as Randy Orton hammers away. No love lost between these two men for sure. Orton with a couple of elbows to the temple. Balor falls to a heap on the canvas. As Orton now picks him back to his feet, he's going to throw him into another corner here. And Randy Orton with a knife-edge chop that'd make Ric Flair proud. As Randy Orton now scaling to that middle rope, looking to take him out with an elbow, but Balor able to roll out of harm's way. And Finn Balor's got him with a tiger suplex. The shoulders are down, bridging for the pin. But no, Randy just able to kick out. But Finn Balor now starting to channel his second win, perhaps. Got him with a forearm across the face. Got him with another one. Orton back to his feet, but right into a sling blade. Vintage Finn Balor right there. As Orton brought up to... No, wait. Balor takes him back down to the head scissors. And just striking away with elbows. Targeted right at the top of Orton's skull with pinpoint precision. And now Finn Balor spins him around. He's lifting him up into the air. Reverse Bloody Sunday. Randy Orton absolutely planted by Finn Balor. You can hear the crowd rallying behind Finn. As he looks to scale to the top rope, he's looking to finish Orton off once and for all with a coup de grace. The crowd on their feet. They know what's coming, but so does Orton. Orton knew what was coming as he's able to duck out of harm's way. But Balor now drops to the apron and hits him with a springboard drop kick instead. But Orton trying to get right back to his feet. Doesn't want to stay on the canvas for too long. Don't give Balor any more time to hit that coup de grace, but instead, Balor with a sit-out powerbomb. 1, 2, no! Kick out again by Randy. As we saw Del Rio do the same thing on the last episode of Raw, just at all costs trying to avoid that coup de grace. And that's a smart strategy. That is Finn Balor's ultimate weapon, that coup de grace. The last thing you want to do is get hit with it. It might be game over right then and there. As Finn Balor takes Randy Orton up to no man's land. These two men in a bad way is Finn Balor with an avalanche Falcon Arrow. Is that going to put Orton away? Balor the cover. 1, 2, 3. No. Close but no cigar. Randy just able to hang on by a very small margin. By a very thin thread, as it were. As Balor takes him to the corner. Hits him with a knife-edge chop. And no, wait, this time it's countered by Orton. As Randy Orton now with a strike of his own. Finn Balor lifted up by Orton. Look at the strength of Orton as he drops him with snake eyes. Balor's on wobbly legs. Orton whips him off the ropes. Here's Randy with a power slam, a snap power slam. But Randy not even going for the pin. He's going to pick Balor straight back to his feet. And Randy Orton dumps him over the top rope. Straight to the outside. And this is where Randy Orton is in his element. Looking to utilize the ringside area to his advantage. As Randy Orton going to take him over to that barricade. Randy Orton, oh my God, just dropped him straight across that barricade with that inverted suplex. Typically, you'll see superstars do that across that top rope. But Orton using the barricade. That certainly is right up Randy Orton's alley, that vindictiveness. That cool, calculated... Oh, wait a minute. You gotta be kidding me. Randy looking for a pedigree. But Balor able to block it. And just floored him with that clothesline. Randy Orton looking to take pointers from his mentor, Triple H. Oh, but it's given Balor the opening. Finn Balor to the top rope. Coup de grace! And it's lights out for Orton. 1, 2, 3. What? You've got to be kidding me. Randy Orton somehow managed to kick out of the coup de grace. No one has done that. As Balor the cover again. And Orton kicks out again. It was no fluke. Balor might have thought it was. But Randy Orton has just kicked out of the coup de grace. Finn Balor, when he has hit that move in universe mode, ever since arriving here to the WWE, it has been game over. But Finn Balor not holding back as Finn Balor continues to keep up the pressure. Launching himself over the top rope. And perhaps Finn Balor, he's got no other choice. He's got to kick it into another gear. If the coup de grace didn't put Orton away, then what will? Balor's got to be working with some disbelief, some frustration right now, but he can't let that get the better of him. As he tosses Orton back inside the ring. Drags the Viper to his feet. And he's got him up on his shoulders. Oh, but Randy able to counter with the elbow to the side of the skull. RKO! RKO! Randy Orton hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, blink and you'll miss it, Randy Orton turns the tables and leaves Balor laying with a RKO. What am I saying? As Finn Balor, you see there with that reverse Bloody Sunday, he pulled out about all the tricks he could muster. But even the coup de grace was not enough. Randy Orton somehow found a way to kick out of this. Those boots straight in the midsection. And Balor even then followed through with this suicidal offense. But in the end, here it was. That counter, that elbow to the side of the skull, and out of nowhere, Randy hit him with that RKO, and it just speaks to the devastating nature of that move. Randy Orton can hit you with it from out of any position, at any time. And when he hits you with it, it's game over. Randy Orton defeats Finn Balor here at Payback. And coming up next, we have got tag team action. This one is for the tag team championships, as it's Wesley Blake and Buddy Murphy, formerly of Team Rollins, taking on the current champions, the team that won the belts at WrestleMania. It's Darren Young and Titus O'Neil, the Primetime Players. Here we go, folks. These two teams, they've got history with one another, dating all the way back to last year's King of the Ring tournament. Of course, back then when Blake and Murphy were a part of Team Rollins, like I mentioned a moment ago, they came down to ringside to try to help Seth Rollins defeat Titus O'Neil in the finals of that tournament. But that's when Dean Ambrose and Darren Young came down to ringside and, I guess, spoiled the party, as it were. And though they haven't had much contact since, you have to imagine that there is still a bit of a grudge from that night that has been left unsettled up until this moment tonight. But Wesley Blake and Buddy Murphy recently coming off of their victory at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view over the Revival. I mean, the momentum is on their side. They have not been more impressive than they are, or at least than they have been recently. And tonight, this is their ultimate opportunity. They had a shot at the tag team titles back at the Royal Rumble, but they failed to capture them. Tonight, here at Payback, this could be the moment of glory for Wesley Blake and Buddy Murphy. So you can see them rocking the black and white tonight. They are ready to go. They are hyped up, just ready, on their A game, ready to take down the Primetime Players. But that's going to be no easy feat, no easy task for sure. As the Primetime Players, you want to talk about momentum, I'd have to give the advantage to the Primetime Players in that regard, because you have to think they won these tag team titles in a Fatal 4-Way elimination match, taking down the Ascension, Finn Balor and Hideo Itami, and the Dudley Boys all in one night. And then it was at Extreme Rules, where they defeated the Dudley Boys in their element, a tables match. So it's going to be difficult to I mean, really, for any team, it's going to be difficult to take down these two. I mean, these two former enemies. Recently, I guess not so much recently anymore, but for a while, for the majority of last year, I would say, Darren Young and Titus O'Neil were bitter enemies. They hated each other. But they managed to come back together. Took them a little while to finally get back to the tag team championship picture that they were in the past striving for. But at WrestleMania, they finally were able to not only overcome their personal grudge, but they were able to overcome that obstacle that had eluded them in the past. Finally able to capture those tag team titles, and so far in their title reign, it has not looked like they are on the brink of losing them anytime soon. You can just see the look of intensity on the faces of these four men, these two in particular. Darren and Titus, they know exactly the danger that Blake and Murphy present. They cannot afford to sleep on Blake and Murphy tonight, because if they do, we're going to see an upset. But of course, there you've got the former Intercontinental Champion Titus O'Neil and Mr. No Days Off Darren Young handing over those tag team titles to the referee, who holds them up for the crowd to see. You can see Wesley Blake over there in the corner eyeing those titles. It looks like Wesley Blake and Darren Young are going to start this matchup off as the referee rings the bell. And here we go. Center of the ring, it's Blake and Darren Young locking up. There was that collar and elbow tie-up, but Darren Young able to now take the advantage. A bit of chain wrestling from these two men. We know that Darren Young, that's his specialty. That's where he thrives, is in his mat game. But Wesley Blake seems to be, for the most part, holding his own. While as I say that, Darren Young forces the break. Pushes him off those ropes, ducks underneath. Leapfrog over the top. And Darren Young, look at the height on that back body drop. And Darren Young throws up a pose for the fans. The fans are going to be split right down the middle for this one. Of course, Blake and Murphy were once despised by this crowd, but they have, with the whole ordeal going on with Team Rollins, they have seemingly turned a new leaf. The crowd have started to support them more. But even then, is that going to be enough to gain the support over the fan favorites, the primetime players? I guess we're going to figure that out throughout the course of this matchup as Darren Young hangs Wesley Blake out to dry off that top rope. Follows through the leg drop now. As you can see, Titus O'Neil having some fun over there, trying to keep the crowd hot. Trying to keep them behind the primetime players. Oh, a nice backbreaker there. As Darren Young, up to that middle rope, takes him out with an elbow straight across the face. And Darren Young, could he be looking to go in for the finish already? That would certainly surprise me, as Wesley Blake able to counter. Darren gave him a little too much time to recover there, got a little too overconfident. And that's going to give Wesley Blake the opening. As it's Wesley Blake who's got him now by the back of the head. Got him by the nape of the neck there. And Wesley Blake now drives the shoulders straight into the midsection and a clubbing blow to the back. Darren Young drops down to the canvas. And now it's Wesley Blake throwing up a pose for the crowd. But I don't know if that's the smartest strategy. It didn't work out too well for Darren Young. Right now, Darren Young whipped into the corner. Tag made to Buddy Murphy, rather. The first tag of the matchup, and straight to the arm. Murphy tags him right across the elbow there, and now a sit-out shoulder, not even really a shoulder breaker, but a sit-out arm breaker there from Buddy Murphy. But the next move was countered by Darren, then following through with a scoop slam. Darren Young perhaps looking to try to back Murphy into that corner, look to make a tag to Titus O'Neil. And that's just what he does. Well, he's not going for the tag just yet, instead just hammering away on the face of Buddy Murphy. And up he goes, into that power bomb. Straight out of that bottom turnbuckle there. As Darren Young now has got him. No, wait. Buddy Murphy able to counter for some separation. And he follows through with an elbow. A running elbow drop there from Buddy Murphy. As now he's looking to keep Darren Young away from his partner, keep him away from Titus O'Neil. As now Buddy Murphy driving the elbows relentlessly into the side of the skull. And look at this tope atomiko from Buddy Murphy. And he hooks the leg on Darren Young. 1, 2. No, a kick out by Darren Young, but that's the impressive athleticism from Buddy Murphy. If Darren Young might have the technical advantage, when it comes to high flying, I don't think any other man in this matchup can beat Buddy Murphy. As there's a tag made. Double boot to the midsection and a double suplex. I mean, really, when it comes down to tag team fundamentals, you are looking at two of the best in this company today. As Wesley Blake backing Darren Young into that corner, but Darren with the reversal. And he's looking to reverse the momentum, sending Blake into the opposite corner. And now he makes a tag to Titus O'Neil. Scoop slam delivered by Darren Young. Oh, well, no way, no way. We usually see this the other way around, but Darren Young suplexing Titus O'Neil onto Wesley Blake. Well, how's that for a role reversal? 2, but it's not enough for the 3 count. Surprising as it may be, it's not impactful enough to pick up the win. Not just yet. As now Titus O'Neil has got Wesley Blake, measuring him for a pump handle power slam. And that is the freakish strength of the real deal Titus O'Neil. You can see Titus is getting fired up now as he makes his first impression on this matchup. There's a punch delivered straight to the face. Blake dropped into the corner as Titus O'Neil picks him up on his shoulders for snake eyes. Blake bounced off that top turnbuckle. Titus O'Neil now gonna whip him into the opposite corner and just floored him with that clothesline. As Buddy Murphy can only watch on right now as Wesley Blake is in a world of trouble. Titus tosses him into the corner, not gonna make a tag to Darren Young just yet though. Titus has got more left in the tank, got more punishment to dish out. Elbow drop from that middle rope. Straight to the heart of Wesley Blake. Hook of the leg by Titus, but here comes Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy able to break up the pin at a count of 2. And that's what you got to worry about, a matchup like this breaking down into chaos. And all of these men run inside the ring. Titus looking for a fall-away slam. Or maybe some sort of a gut buster, but it was reversed. As Wesley Blake now elbow to the back of the skull. You can see Darren Young is still feeling the effects from his time in this matchup. Wesley Blake makes a tag to Buddy Murphy. And these two men looking to make up for the difference in size with teamwork. As you got that double elevated neck breaker there, Titus O'Neil. I mean, lifted high into the air. Buddy Murphy now to the top rope. Titus back to his feet, but here's Buddy Murphy with a missile drop kick. Caught him nearly right in the face with that one. As now Buddy Murphy kicks out the leg. Titus is in trouble. Oh, a massive boot. Straight to the sternum of Titus O'Neil. Buddy Murphy hooks the leg. 2. And no, Titus able to kick out. But how many more of those can he take? How many more massive kicks? How many more massive shots can he take from Buddy Murphy until it's time to call it quits? Buddy Murphy tosses him into the corner. Buddy Murphy. Oh, a reverse STO into that second turnbuckle. Perhaps Buddy Murphy taking some cues from his former mentor, Seth Rollins. But it's not enough to pick up the 3 count. Titus O'Neil still manages to survive. But how much more does he have left? Buddy Murphy tosses him into the corner. Looking at him. No, he was looking to make a tag to Wesley Blake. But Titus O'Neil able to counter. Now floors him with a clothesline. And Titus O'Neil starting to heat up yet again. Starting to channel a comeback. As Titus O'Neil, Irish whip sending Buddy Murphy into the corner. Titus looking to make a tag to Mr. No Days Off. As he takes him down. Now we're going to see this play out the typical way, the way we're used to seeing. Is that teamwork. Not really a double suplex, but I don't even know what you would call that. Titus O'Neil using Darren as a weapon. Now Darren Young. Darren Young's breaking it down with that leg drop, elbow, fist, forearm to the face combination. It's not enough for the 3 count though. Buddy Murphy has enough left, enough wherewithal to kick out. Oh, there's a counter by Murphy. Not only did he have enough left to kick out, he had enough left to go on the offensive, but Darren Young strikes back. These two men trading punches back and forth as Buddy Murphy takes the upper hand. Irish whip sending Darren Young off the ropes. Duck underneath there from Buddy Murphy. And he follows through with a snap power slam. It's Buddy Murphy now. Murphy is sizing him up. Buddy Murphy could be looking to go in for the kill here. Delivers a kick to the leg. To the leg of Darren Young. And another massive kick to the sternum of one of the primetime players. As now Darren Young whipped into the corner. Buddy Murphy makes a tag to Wesley Blake. Are we going to see it? Buddy Murphy sizing him up for Murphy's Law. And here comes the frog splash from Wesley Blake. Are we about to see new tag team champions? Wesley Blake hooks the leg. Buddy Murphy looking to take out Titus. But Titus is there. Titus managed to get past Buddy Murphy and make the save at the last second, taking out the referee in the process. Was that his intention? Did Titus O'Neil sabotage that attempt by taking out the referee on purpose? Or was it an accident? Well, I'm not 100% certain what the intent behind it was, but the fact remains that Titus took out the referee to save that pin. Because right now, Wesley Blake, he's got to go back on the offensive, but Darren with the counter. Darren Young, oh, he's got the opening. Darren Young, gut check. Gut check delivered to Wesley Blake. Darren Young hooks the leg. 1, 2, no. And this time it's Buddy Murphy who hits the referee. And the referee is just getting, the referee is getting in everybody's way. These two teams cutting it very, very close. But at the end of the day, this match is still continuing. Neither team has managed to score the victory as of yet. But Darren Young, no, he was looking to make a tag to Titus. But it was countered by Wesley Blake. As Darren Young now whipped into the opposite corner. Blake looking to make a tag to Murphy, but Darren Young able to counter with a boot to the face. Darren Young now schoolboy. Blake's shoulders are down. 1, here comes Murphy. 2, no, they got him. The primetime players off the roll-up steal this one. You saw Buddy Murphy try to come in for the save, try to come in to break up the pin, but Titus O'Neil cut him off at the pass. And at the end of the day, the primetime players, they just barely come away with the victory in this one. Very close contest, back and forth. And down the stretch, I mean, right here, it looked as though Murphy and Blake had this one in the bag. As you see, the Murphy's Law followed by that devastating frog splash, but Titus made the save. And right here, Darren Young with the gut check, but Murphy was able to make the save there, and ultimately it just came down to a roll-up. It truly was a battle of inches in this matchup, but at the end of the day, it was the primetime players who were able to go the distance and retain their coveted tag team titles. Well, whether or not you like the result, whether or not you like the finish of the matchup, the fact remains that the primetime players are still your tag team champions, and that's something that you can't take away from them, at least not yet. The Intercontinental Championship will be up for grabs in our next contest, but this is no ordinary matchup. This one is a submission match, which means no disqualification, no countouts, no pinfalls. The only way to win is to force your opponent to tap out. That also means that there's no rope breaks involved either, so this is going to be an interesting contest to see whose will is stronger. Is it Cody Rhodes or The Miz? Of course, The Miz made some bold claims going into this matchup. He vowed not only that he will win the Intercontinental Championship here, that he will defeat Cody Rhodes, force him to tap out, but he also vowed to break Cody Rhodes' leg and to end the Rhodes family legacy right here, right now in Chicago, Illinois. That's a bold claim for The Miz to make, but he has been impressive as of late. And it was close, very close at main event, well, Mega Main Event, where The Miz nearly won the Intercontinental Championship. He merely lost on a technicality, or at least the original matchup, where he hit the skull-crushing finale, got the pin on Cody Rhodes. The referee counted the 3, but right after he counted the 3, he realized that Cody Rhodes' arm was under the bottom rope. He reversed the decision, the match was restarted, and as a result, Cody Rhodes went on to defeat The Miz. Although, to be fair, in Cody Rhodes' defense, it's not as if Rhodes just won off a cheap roll-up or anything like that. I mean, Miz and Rhodes had a back and forth, they at least had a back and forth scuffle after the match was restarted, but the Miz still feels as though that skull-crushing finale, the referee counted the 3, he believes he should be the Intercontinental Champion right now. And he thinks that Cody Rhodes is a coward to keep the championship under those conditions, that he wouldn't give Miz a rematch for the title. So Cody Rhodes, he approached the SmackDown general manager Lita, and he said, "Hey, the Miz, he's right. If he's gonna constantly beg you for a title shot, and let's face it, Cody Rhodes, he doesn't want to be that kind of a champion who wins through controversy, through technicalities. Cody Rhodes wants to be remembered as a fighting champion." So he told Lita, "Give Miz the match and make it a submission match. This way, when I defeat him, there's no question about it, no technicalities, no hidden rules, no trickery, none of that. If Cody Rhodes can force Miz to tap out in the center of the ring, it's definitive. Miz, he'll lose then and there, and then Cody Rhodes can finally put this whole ordeal behind him." But the question is, who will force their opponent to tap out? Who's got the better submission? Will it be The Miz with the figure 4? Or will it be Cody Rhodes with that cross-faced chicken wing? It's anyone's game here in Chicago. This crowd is on their feet. They're electric for this one. This could be a show stealer right here. Their matchup at Mega Main Event proves that these two men can go, that they can push themselves to the very limit. But can they do so again here tonight? Cody Rhodes looks ready. He's got his game face on. The Miz looks as intense as he's ever been. As Cody Rhodes eyes down that Intercontinental Championship, hands it over to the referee for quite possibly the last time. The Miz looks to reclaim the Intercontinental Champion, looks to become the first man in the history of Universe Mode to become a 2-time Intercontinental Champion. But to do that, he's going to have to defeat Cody Rhodes here tonight. As the referee rings the bell, and straight out of the gate, these two men going full throttle right at each other. Miz got him with the knee lift, but Cody Rhodes able to dodge that one. Cross chop to the throat from Cody Rhodes. Caught him with a spinning kick. Oh, but the Miz with a reversal. Back and forth, these two men trading shots straight off the bat. No wasted motion from these two men. They are looking to escalate this from 0 to 60 immediately. As the Miz, no, wait a minute. Cody Rhodes with the counter. It's just a slugfest right now. These two men just looking to bash each other's faces in. You'd think this was a first blood match with the amount of intensity that these two men have been punching each other down. As Cody Rhodes scales to the top rope, Miz stumbles back to his feet. Cody Rhodes got him with a drop kick straight to the back of the head. Cody Rhodes didn't quite have the best landing on that one, though. As he stumbles to his feet. And the Miz now taken down with that snap suplex. As Cody Rhodes, like I said, that drop kick, not the best landing. He's going to have to watch out with high-risk moves like that. Because if he makes too many mistakes like that, well, then he's just going to be a sitting duck. Right now, Cody Rhodes has control, though, with a... Oh! Miz breaks out of that submission hold with the knee to the face, however. And now the Miz going straight for the leg. Miz going for the knee. This is Miz's game plan, to target that leg, target that knee, soften Cody Rhodes up for the figure 4 leg lock. That's exactly what Miz is looking to do as he drives the elbow straight into the knee of Cody Rhodes. And he's looking to repeat it, just a relentless assault on the legs of Cody Rhodes, but Cody Rhodes able to kick him away. He's going to have to avoid that. He's going to have to keep his distance from the Miz. Protect his legs at all costs. As Cody Rhodes now driving the elbows straight into the temple of the Miz. As Miz crumbles to the canvas. Look at Cody Rhodes with a picture-perfect moonsault. Poetry in motion. As Cody Rhodes picks the Miz back to his feet, but Miz able to block the knee. And there you saw, kicking out that leg yet again. Miz has him for a snap DDT. Spiking Cody Rhodes' skull first into the canvas. And now the Miz gonna go back to that leg. Gonna go back to that left leg. Just looking to rip it right out of its socket. And now Miz could be setting up another submission hold here. He's got a stump puller just wrenching back on that leg. It's not the leg he's been working on, but perhaps the Miz looking to take out both legs, prevent Cody Rhodes from being even able to stand. But Rhodes was able to slip out of it. Miz whipped into the corner. And no, it's a counter by the Miz. Cody Rhodes not able to muster much offense in this matchup. As Miz off the second rope, got him with a bulldog. Cody Rhodes, he is on the back foot right now. The Miz has taken firm control of this matchup. And now look at Miz going to work, just slamming Cody Rhodes' skull off the canvas. It's not going to deal much damage, but it just goes to show the frustration, the aggressiveness on display by the Miz here tonight. The Miz is tired of being overlooked. He's tired of falling short, tired of not being on top, not being in the spotlight that he feels he deserves. And he's looking to take that spotlight away from Cody Rhodes by stealing his Intercontinental Championship. As Miz continues to go to work on that leg. Cody Rhodes, although, I mean, Miz, he's had a rough road and he's had a rough career here in Universe mode, but Cody Rhodes, his journey hasn't been the greatest either. I mean, these two men are originals here in the series. Let's look at this. Miz with like a modified sharpshooter, putting all the pressure on the legs of Cody Rhodes. Miz digging down deep, trying to come up with some new moves to add to his arsenal. That's what he's got to do. Do whatever it takes to win here tonight. But Cody Rhodes able to shove him off. As I was saying, Cody Rhodes, it took him nearly 2 years to capture the Intercontinental Championship. Look at that, a bionic elbow. Paying homage to his father, Dusty Rhodes. You can see that one got the crowd hyped. As Rhodes brings Miz back to his feet. He's looking for an Alabama slam, but no. A counter by the Miz. Oh, and there's a running knee lift by the Miz. But Cody Rhodes, like I was saying, it took him nearly 2 years to capture the Intercontinental Championship, winning it back at this past year's WrestleMania in that chaotic six-man ladder match that the Miz was also a part of. And then, I mean, the big ordeal he had to go through with Austin Aries and Chris Jericho as well was just, I mean, Cody Rhodes, you have to imagine he's getting kind of sick of people calling him, just really, Cody Rhodes has had so much controversy over the last several months. You'd have to think he's just sick of it. He just wants to put it all behind him. Oh my God, what a clothesline by Rhodes. Sending Miz out over the top rope. So I'm sure that Miz, barking around, making all these claims that Cody Rhodes is a coward, that Cody Rhodes merely won by technicalities. I'm sure that does not please Cody Rhodes in the slightest. As Cody Rhodes tosses Miz into that barricade and drives him spine first. Now tossing him back into the ring. As I was saying, no countouts, no disqualification. Anything goes in a matchup like this. But the only way to win is by submission, to force your opponent to tap out or pass out. As Cody Rhodes launches Miz into the corner. Cody Rhodes up to the middle rope. He's got him. Oh, with a bulldog. Perhaps returning the favor from, we saw Miz use that middle rope bulldog earlier. Cody Rhodes giving him a taste of his own medicine. And now Cody Rhodes has got him with a rear chin lock here. Just looking to wear Miz down, perhaps try to make him pass out in a hold like this. It's also a good way for Cody Rhodes to catch his breath. But the Miz is starting to rally. Miz back to his feet, forces Cody Rhodes to break the hold. Oh, and he went for a jab to the face, but Cody Rhodes with a quick counter. Now Miz staggered against the ropes. Cody Rhodes picks him up. Oh, and there's a kick. Was it below the belt? Either way, it doesn't matter. It's no disqualification. But Miz is on wobbly legs right now. Cody Rhodes looking for the Alabama slam yet again, and this time he gets him. The Miz is in a world of trouble as he stumbles to his feet. Cody Rhodes, he hooks the arms for a straightjacket DDT. Cody Rhodes is going to town right now. But he has to put him in some sort of submission. Otherwise, he cannot win this matchup. And perhaps that's what Cody Rhodes is looking to do. He ducks behind. Shot to the kidneys. Oh, and he's looking for it. He's got one arm hooked. And there, he's got it. He's got the crossface chicken wing applied. If he can just get him in the body scissors, get him down on the canvas, Miz is going to be in a world of trouble. He might have nowhere to go. The Miz is in trouble. He's struggling. Trying to fight out of this. Cody Rhodes has not been able to lock it in completely. But it might be enough. No. No. Miz able to stomp on the foot, then connected with a vicious elbow to the skull. Cody Rhodes now is dazed, and Miz drops him with a back neck breaker combination. And now the Miz is lining him up, lying in wait, as Cody Rhodes tries to bring himself to his feet with everything he can muster, but Miz with a boot straight to the face. Nothing pretty about that, just straight out, oh my, straight up disrespect on the part of the Miz, as now he reclines in the corner. Miz, he should be going in for the kill here. He should be trying to pick up the win. But Miz, I guess he wants to enjoy himself out there. You saw Cody Rhodes trying to crawl away. Miz delivered a kick straight to that injured leg. The leg that Miz has been working on throughout this matchup. But showboating like that is not going to help Miz get the win at all. As now Miz off the ropes and he hangs him out on that middle rope, just looking to choke the life out of him. The Miz certainly has become far more aggressive in these last several months. And now he's looking to channel all of that, all of his abilities, all the training he's done over the last 2 years to get himself back to where he started, back to being the Intercontinental Champion. As now Miz is lining him up, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is out on his feet. Here's the, no, counter. Rhodes able to counter it. Miz is in trouble now. As Cody Rhodes whips him off the ropes. There we go. He's got him with the disaster kick. And Miz now, he's out on his feet. Cody Rhodes, he's measuring him. He's looking for the crossroads. But he cannot get the win by pinfall here. He's got to put Miz in a submission. He's got to force Miz to tap out. As you can see, Rhodes picking him to his feet. He realized his mistake. Because once you knock someone out, I mean, that's no good. Because then you got to worry about lifting the dead weight, trying to get them in some sort of submission. But Cody Rhodes has got the crossface chicken wing locked in yet again. Miz is still on his feet, though. But Cody Rhodes, after all the damage he's dealt, is this going to be enough? This is the same move that Cody Rhodes has put away many an opponent with. Miz, he's fighting. He's straining, trying to find a way to dig down deep. And again, Miz able to fight his way out of the hold. And now, Cody Rhodes is in trouble. The momentum has shifted completely. And now the Miz has got the figure 4 leg lock. And it's cinched in. Rhodes, he's close to the ropes, but there's no rope break to save him. He's going to have to force his way out of the hold or else it'll break him. Can Cody Rhodes find a way out? He's trying to reverse the pressure, and Cody Rhodes flips him over. Cody Rhodes reverses the pressure. Miz has to break the hold. As you can see, Miz can barely stand. He's on wobbly legs, staggering here. As Cody Rhodes able to get the first shot, but Miz with the counter. And now Miz going to go right back to that leg. Miz with a shin breaker, following it up with a dragon screw. And again, you can see Cody Rhodes clutching at that leg. How much damage was just dealt by that figure 4 leg lock. Cody Rhodes, who knows what he's got left. But the Miz has got him in a chokehold here. The Miz takes him down to the canvas. Cody Rhodes has got nowhere to go. Miz with this guillotine choke. Is that going to be enough? Is Cody Rhodes going to tap out here? Miz is taking out his legs. I don't know if Cody Rhodes can... Oh, you're kidding me. How does he have the strength? Cody Rhodes couldn't quite stand back to his feet, but he was able to drive Miz down to the canvas to break the hold. Oh my God, a low blow. Cody Rhodes with a low blow to the Miz. That's about the last thing I would have expected from him, but you know what they say, desperate times call for desperate measures. And now the Miz is in trouble. Cody Rhodes, he's got him, and this time he's got the body scissors. Miz is down on the canvas. The crossface chicken wing is applied. It is cinched in, locked in. And the Miz, center of the ring. He's forced to tap out. He had no choice. Cody Rhodes, well, he was in dire straits for sure. And then he got him with that low blow, which I don't know I mean, you got to do whatever it takes. There's no disqualification, so you can't really fault Cody Rhodes for, at least, you can't exactly say that he broke any rules. There were no rules to break. But at the same time, is that really the victory that Cody Rhodes was looking for? Perhaps just a bit of desperation on the part of Cody Rhodes. But you see here, The Miz. I mean, really, The Miz had brought the fight to him. Cody Rhodes was, I mean, he was down. It was really a battle of inches in this matchup. Cody Rhodes able to reverse, counter out of that figure 4. But even then, Miz still was relentless. He would not give Cody Rhodes any space, any separation. But then after that guillotine choke, Cody Rhodes just able to escape it. Got him with the low blow, and at that point, Miz was a sitting duck. The crossface chicken wing applied in the center of the ring. There was no way Miz was going to be able to fight out of that for a third time. And Cody Rhodes retains the Intercontinental Championship, the Rhodes family legacy. It will live on for yet another day, like it or not. Coming up next, it is tag team action. We will see the return of Baron Corbin after his suspension. His 60-day suspension for no showing WrestleMania is up tonight. He will join forces with Seth Rollins to take on the two men who betrayed him, abandoned Team Rollins. It's Rollins and Corbin versus the Revival. Welcome back to Chicago, Illinois, as we await Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder, the Revival, making their way to the ring. And of course, it was these two men who, during the Beat the Clock challenge earlier this month, turned their backs on Seth Rollins, attacked him, assaulted him, cost him the Beat the Clock tournament. And ever since then, Seth Rollins has been out for revenge. He hasn't been able to get it, though. Between the numbers game, the numbers advantage that the Revival had against him, and just some nagging injuries that Seth Rollins had suffered at the hands of Scott Dawson and at the hands of Sheamus, Seth Rollins really hasn't had much of a fighting chance. But tonight, Baron Corbin's suspension from WrestleMania, his 60-day suspension, has come to an end, which means that he will be joining forces with Seth Rollins. He's eligible to compete, able to return to the ring. So Seth Rollins has called him up, and he is ready to get that revenge, that elusive revenge he has been seeking against the Revival. Is Baron Corbin going to be enough to even the odds? I mean, certainly this is going to be a tough task for either team. Baron Corbin might have to carry this one on his own. I mean, Seth Rollins dealing with a minor concussion, and as well, he's still got some lingering damage in that leg, that knee. But Seth Rollins, we know he's a fighter. He's not going to quit. So perhaps this will be an even fight after all. Certainly as far as the numbers go. It's 2-on-2. So Seth Rollins no longer on the... Wait a minute, what the hell? Baron Corbin! Baron Corbin, well, it wasn't time for his entrance. And we... What the hell is going on? Baron Corbin has just blindsided Seth Rollins here. Oh, and now tosses him into that barricade. Baron Corbin was supposed to be partners with Seth Rollins tonight. But it doesn't look like that's going to be the case at all. The Revival just watching on in the ring as Baron Corbin just beats the holy hell out of Seth Rollins. I mean, why? I don't understand. What has caused this from Baron Corbin? I mean, we knew before he was suspended, when these two men had talked to each other backstage just before WrestleMania. Well, if you recall, Seth Rollins was scheduled for a match with Samoa Joe just prior to WrestleMania, and he wanted Baron Corbin at ringside, but Baron Corbin, he no-showed him. He completely, I guess he left the arena for the night, just left Seth Rollins high and dry. And now tonight, he's done worse than that. He didn't just leave Seth Rollins high and dry. He's completely obliterated him before the match can even begin. Just nearly drove him through the floor with that deep six. And you gotta be kidding me. Was this the plan all along? Was Baron Corbin in cahoots with the Revival this entire time? Oh, you see Dash Wilder's happy about this. Rollins to his feet. The bell is rung. Well, so much for that tag team match. We're back where we started. It's a handicap match, 2-on-1. As Dash Wilder just pummeling Seth Rollins with curb stomps to the chest. Much like the very same curb stomps that Seth Rollins would use, that he has used many times in the past. I mean, Seth Rollins has got nothing left. Baron Corbin just completely shut him down. Before the match could even begin, Rollins doesn't even have a fighting chance. And now Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder can go to work. The numbers game is still in effect. Seth Rollins, he thought he had a trump card in Baron Corbin, but evidently his trust was misplaced. As Scott Dawson throws him into the corner. I mean, look at this. Seth Rollins is lifeless. A vertical suplex delivered by Scott Dawson. I mean, Seth Rollins, he was already at a disadvantage going into this matchup. He was already hurting. Like I said, dealing with that concussion and some lingering injuries in that knee. Wait a minute, Seth Rollins with the counter. Bridging through to the pin. 1, 2. No, just a 1 count. But Seth Rollins somehow, I don't know how he's doing this, but I guess you can never count out Seth Rollins. He's still got some fight left in him. You think of, oh, and there goes Dash Wilder. Seth Rollins looking to take these two men out on his own. I mean, this is the man who defeated Dean Ambrose in a 60-minute Iron Man match, so maybe he could do it. He got him with the Skywalker. 1, 2, no. Dawson just able to kick out at the last minute. You see Seth Rollins taking shots at Dash Wilder, but he's so off balance. I mean, he can't even see straight, but he's still trying to fight on instinct. But no, it's not going to get him very far as Scott Dawson. I mean, Seth Rollins was distracted trying to take out 2 men at once. And that gave Scott Dawson the opening to go back on the attack. And perhaps that was just the last gasp from Seth Rollins as Scott Dawson makes a tag. And again, they're looking to go to work on that leg. The same leg that Scott Dawson completely destroyed on Monday Night Raw. And now look at this. Look at Dash Wilder. He's got that knee completely exposed here and just hammering away. Just hammering away on that left leg of Seth Rollins. And now what is this? Jeez, just again putting a tremendous amount of torque of strain on that leg, that knee of Seth Rollins. I mean, how much more of this can Seth Rollins possibly take? These two men, they're not just looking to injure Seth Rollins to take him out of action for a little bit. They're looking to end his career at this rate. There's another tag made to Scott Dawson. These two men, I mean, it's just a revolving door at this point. Seth, you gotta be kidding me. No, 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 no! An assisted pile driver. I mean, just cover him. Go for the pin. End the match there. I mean, when is the referee gonna call this thing? Oh, and now, of course, Scott Dawson gonna blow out that leg just to add insult to injury. I mean, the referee, I mean, you'd imagine that Seth Rollins wouldn't want to take a loss by forfeit here, but still, the referee's got to take Seth Rollins' health into consideration here. Jesus, another kick to the leg. I mean, it's 2-on-1. Seth Rollins was blindsided by Baron Corbin before the match could even begin. Look at that, a cheap shot by Dawson. And now Dash Wilder with a backbreaker. I mean, come on. How much longer is this going to go on for? I mean, the referee has got to put a stop to this. I mean, perhaps Seth Rollins does deserve a little bit of this. I mean, he has committed a numerous amount of heinous crimes here in Universe Mode, but I mean, at what point is enough enough? At what point do you call it off? How much of this does Seth Rollins deserve, and how much of this is just over the top slaughter? As a tag made again to Dash Wilder, and they're finally looking to go for the kill. Shatter Machine! And just pin him. Just pin him. Dash Wilder finally hooks the leg, and he's not kicking out of this. Don't even need to count the 3. I mean, there was no way. Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson, they get the win in the handicap matchup. And here's the real story, though. Baron Corbin, Seth Rollins' ace in the hole, turning his back on him, blindsiding him before the match, laying him out with a deep six, and then there it was, the final shot. Thankfully, we're not getting any replays of the entire massacre. Just cover the main moments that summed it up. But Seth Rollins, I don't know if he's going to be coming back from this. Dawson, Wilder, and now Baron Corbin. I mean, what are these two going to do next? If Seth Rollins can't stop them, I mean, who can? What's their next plan? Things are breaking down into chaos here in Chicago, but this next matchup isn't going to fix things in the slightest. In fact, things are only going to get more and more chaotic as this matchup progresses, because it is a fatal four-way for the United States Championship. Adrian Neville defends against Sami Zayn and Jack Swagger and Sin Cara of the Outcasts. Who's going to take home the gold? We're about to find out. Welcome back. Sami Zayn, the underdog from the underground, is making his way into the arena for this United States Championship Fatal 4-Way matchup. It was last month at Extreme Rules that Sami Zayn had challenged Adrian Neville one-on-one for the title, but before their matchup could conclude, it was interrupted by the Outcast. You saw Heath Slater, Bo Dallas, and Jack Swagger come down to the ring and just run amok. Sami Zayn was laid out. Adrian Neville was left laying as well. And at the end of it all, it was Jack Swagger who stood tall, sending a message by holding the United States Championship high into the air. Swagger wants to become the first ever 4-time champion here in Universe Mode. He wants to win his 4th United States Championship here tonight on behalf of the Outcasts. But he's not the only member of the Outcasts stepping into the fray for this matchup, because it is a fatal 4-way. And the 4th man involved in this matchup is, well, truly a mystery. The newest member of the Outcast, recently inducted to the faction on the last episode of Monday Night Raw, formerly of the Lucha Dragons. This is Sin Cara. And you can see tonight Sin Cara decked out in the Outcast's red and black. And there's none of this upbeat, high-flying antics that you'll typically see from Sin Cara in his entrance. Now tonight he's completely subdued, just slowly making his way down to the ring, just staring out into the WWE Universe. The people who once cheered him alongside Kalisto, but Sin Cara recently turned his back on Kalisto. Not only did he leave him high and dry in what was supposed to be a tag team match between the Lucha Dragons and the Outcasts, but Sin Cara, he came out with the Outcasts. It turned in what was supposed to be a 2-on-2 tag team matchup, was then turned into a 1-on-3 handicap. And, well, Curtis Axel said he was a man of opportunity. He was willing to give... I mean, that's what the Outcasts are all about. They're about giving the unrecognized workhorses on the roster, giving them the opportunities. So even though Sin Cara might be the newest man, perhaps Curtis Axel, I mean, there was a reason why he sought him out in the first place. You'd have to imagine that Curtis Axel saw some sort of potential in Sin Cara, and that's why he has quickly risen him into this United States Championship match. It could have been Bo Dallas, it could have been Heath Slater, heck, it could have been Curtis Axel himself. But for some reason, he gave the opportunity to Sin Cara, along with Jack Swagger, really the two newest members of the Outcasts. I don't know if that's because the Outcasts have other plans for Bo Dallas and Heath Slater. Perhaps they'll be looking to go after the tag titles, who knows? But all we know is that Jack Swagger and Sin Cara were the two chosen for the task. So they're going to be stepping up to take on Adrian Neville, try to take that United States Championship away from him. You can see Adrian Neville has left behind the Raw red, perhaps even the red symbolizing the Outcasts. Instead tonight, much like Sami Zayn, coming decked out in the blue. Almost perhaps calling back to his SmackDown roots, or perhaps this is just a way for the two men to stand against the Outcasts, to show their own form of unity. The Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville, I mean, they might have been opponents at Extreme Rules, and they might even be opponents tonight. But they have really been forced to form, I mean, whether they wanted to or not, they've been forced to form an alliance to stand together against the Outcasts. But we'll see if that holds up here tonight, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. The United States Championship, it's every man for themselves. But is that going to hold true for the Outcasts as well? What happens if it comes down to Jack Swagger and Sin Cara? Are we going to see a screw job finish? Are one of the two men going to lay down for the other? Well, I guess we're going to have to wait and see if that even comes to pass. Because right now, Sin Cara and Sami Zayn are going at it on the left side of the screen. Jack Swagger and Adrian Neville on the right. As Sin Cara tosses Sami Zayn into the corner, Jack Swagger sends Neville into the corner. Oh, a massive knee there from Swagger. And Sami Zayn driven shoulder first into the ring post. But here comes Adrian Neville. He's got some fight in him. There's Jack Swagger dumped over the top rope. And Adrian Neville going to pursue him on the outside. And it's like I said, this match is breaking down as you would expect. A massive European uppercut by Sin Cara. And on the outside, Adrian Neville got Jack Swagger with that crucifix. But it's not a falls count anywhere. This is a standard fatal four-way. Oh, wait a minute. Oh! Adrian Neville could have been looking for maybe a wheelbarrow bulldog. Perhaps even shades of Rey Mysterio, but Jack Swagger countered it into a, what would you call that? A wheelbarrow suplex, dropping Neville straight onto his neck. And now Jack Swagger going to work on Neville on the outside. But neither of these two men can go for a pin out here. So I can understand the divide and conquer strategy. Well, I would say being employed by the Outcast, but perhaps Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville were looking to use the same strategy. Either way, Neville and Swagger are in no position to go for the win out there. And that's going to give all the opportunity in the world to Sami Zayn and Sin Cara. But right now, the ball is in Sin Cara's court. As Sami Zayn, he's on the back foot. Sin Cara tosses him into the turnbuckle. Delivers a shot to the midsection, but Sami Zayn with the reversal. Now delivers a boot to the midsection. Sin Cara whipped into the corner. A vicious knife-edge chop from Sami Zayn. And now Sami Zayn scales the ropes. Look out. DDT! A massive DDT off that top rope. And Sami Zayn hooks the leg, looking for an early win. 2. No, but Sin Cara able to kick out. As now, look at this. Adrian Neville and Jack Swagger have spilled out to ringside over that barricade. I mean, they are nowhere near the ring. This is not where either one of these two men wants to be. But, I mean, these two men are just, they don't even, I'm not sure if they even realize what, they're just so caught up in their scuffle here, so caught up with rage, that they might not even realize exactly what they've done. How far away they are from the ring, and how big of an impact this could have on the match. As Jack Swagger stomping a mud hole in Adrian Neville, rather. As Swagger picks the United States champion to his feet. I mean, Neville being all the way out here, there's no way he's going to be able to defend his title from there. He might be able to take Swagger out of the equation, but there's nothing he can do about Sami Zayn and Sin Cara. As, wait a minute, Neville up on that equipment box, double foot stomp! Off the equipment box, onto the concrete floor. Jack Swagger, oh, and now Adrian Neville with a picture-perfect standing moonsault. Neville bringing the fight to Jack Swagger, whips him off that table. Perhaps looking to put him through it, but Swagger able to force him off. There's a reverse elbow now from Swagger. Oh, and a missile drop kick as well. Well, not a missile drop kick, just a standing drop kick, rather. I don't know why I always make that mistake. But Sin Cara does not make a mistake there. Catapulting himself over that top rope. And straight into the midsection of Sami Zayn is now Sin Cara with a suplex. A snap suplex on the concrete floor. And now Sin Cara picking Sami Zayn to his feet. He's looking to hit him with another snap suplex onto the concrete yet again. Sin Cara, you can see the influence that the Outcasts have had on his his approach. Wait a minute, Sami Zayn out. Oh, Sami Zayn drives him into the barricade now. Of course, Sin Cara, he hasn't quite I mean, as we saw with that what would you call it, like a slingshot over the top rope. Sin Cara has not abandoned his high-flying roots. He has not abandoned what brought him to the dance. But evidently, the Outcasts have brought out a more aggressive side of him. Speaking of aggression, Jack Swagger taking a warm-up swing with that steel chair. Could be looking to take Neville's head off. As Neville stumbles to his feet, Jack Swagger got him. No! Neville was able to catch the steel chair. Oh my god, German suplex onto the concrete. Jack Swagger will be lucky if he doesn't have a shattered collarbone after that. As Sin Cara stumbles to his feet, Sami Zayn with a missile dropkick, springboard dropkick. And now Sami Zayn is feeling it. Sin Cara, he's the one in trouble. Sami Zayn sends him into the turnbuckle. This is a bad place for Sin Cara. He does not want to be there against Sami Zayn. Oh, but Sami Zayn got him with a knife-edge chop. You can hear it echo throughout this arena. As Sami Zayn now up on that middle rope. He's calling Sin Cara to his feet. Sami Zayn looking to take a risk with a crossbody off the top rope. Now hooks the leg on Sin Cara. 1, 2, no. Sin Cara able to hang on for dear life. But Sami Zayn has got all the momentum on his side. Sin Cara is in the wrong part of town. Sami Zayn, no, he was looking for the blue thunder bomb. But Sin Cara able to stick the landing, able to counter out of it. And now Sin Cara's got the roll up, shoulders down. 1, 2, no, Sami Zayn reverses the weight. 2, no, it's Sin Cara kicks out this time. And just like that, Sami Zayn's back in control. Sin Cara going for the ride. Oh, down into the canvas. And the cover by Zayn. 1, 2, no. Another kick out from Sin Cara off that Fisherman Buster. Unable to put him away. Meanwhile, these two men are still battling it out over here at ringside, over on the concrete. It's Jack Swagger with a massive running chop block. Usually you see that. Usually you'll see superstars target the back of the leg. Jack Swagger, though, going for the, oh my god, not on the concrete. Oh, gut-wrench powerbomb on the concrete floor. I mean, Neville's out cold. It'll be a miracle if he can even return to this matchup. See, meanwhile, Sami Zayn, a splash in the center of the ring. 1, 2, no, not even a 2 count. Sin Cara quickly kicks out. Is Jack Swagger making his way to the ring? Actually, no, Swagger has stopped for a moment. Perhaps just looking to see how things play out, looking to pick his spot. Just allowing Sin Cara and Sami Zayn to duke it out in the center of the ring. Tear each other apart. Oh, wait a minute, look at Sin Cara, look at Sin Cara. Well, Swagger might want to get in there. As Sin Cara's got him off that tilt-a-whirl, now into an arm bar. This is vintage Sin Cara. We haven't seen him pull this move out in quite some time. But maybe that's why. Unable to put Sami Zayn away with that. And Sami Zayn now, no weight counter by Sin Cara. Sami Zayn launched over the top rope to the outside. As Sin Cara now jumps over to that apron. He could be looking to take a gamble, take a risk. Nobody missed. Might have been looking for a Hurricanrana, but Sami Zayn able to dodge, able to get out harm's way. As Jack Swagger continues to watch on from the crowd. Adrian Neville has not moved off that gut-wrench powerbomb. Sami Zayn went for the missile dropkick, but he completely missed. Oh, and here comes Swagger. Swagger has jumped the barricade, and now he's in the ring. Oh, and this is bad news. This is bad news. Sami Zayn completely missed off that missile dropkick, landed straight on his spine, knocked the wind right out of him. And now it's 2-on-1. The Outcasts, Sin Cara and Jack Swagger going to work. A double dropkick and an assisted leg drop. I mean, Adrian Neville is nowhere to be found. Sami Zayn is all by himself. And the Outcasts, this is what I was afraid of. Oh! An elevated enziguri combination. I mean, the Outcasts are just decimating Sami Zayn right now. The Outcasts are not to be underestimated. They're proving that right now. Sami Zayn completely lifeless in that ring right now. Jack Swagger taking out the trash. And you can see we are down to Jack Swagger and Sin Cara. And they've realized it. Stare down in the center of the ring. What's going to happen? Sin Cara telling Swagger to lay down, take the pin. But it doesn't look like Jack Swagger's going to do it. Jack Swagger telling Sin Cara to take the pin. Sin Cara's not having it. You've got to be kidding me. These two are going to go. These two are going to go at each other. Jack Swagger just drove Sin Cara into the canvas with that wheelbarrow suplex. And Jack Swagger and Sin Cara, well, they've imploded. The Outcasts have imploded. I don't know if this is, I'm sure this is not what Curtis Axel had in mind. But how quickly a title can get between a faction. As Sin Cara and Jack Swagger, maybe this is just goes to show their weak ties to the Outcasts as of yet, the two newest members. Curtis Axel, his gamble might not have paid off. Because Sin Cara and Jack Swagger, they're looking out for number one. Oh, this is certainly an interesting turn of events to say the least. Not what I was expecting going into this matchup. But right now it's Sin Cara and Jack Swagger who control the ring. Adrian Neville was taken out on the concrete by that gut-wrench powerbomb. And Sami Zayn is down on the outside. There's nobody coming in to break this up. Sin Cara and Jack Swagger, they have the ring all to themselves. And they're looking to tear each other apart. Sin Cara's got the submission hold applied. Jack Swagger, there's no rope break to save him, not in a fatal four-way. But he's able to break out of that hold. And this could be where Jack Swagger's mat game could give him the advantage. Sin Cara whipped off the ropes into a shoulder tackle. Of course, Sin Cara, his high-flying ability could save him in this matchup. But if it comes down to pure technical ability to the mat wrestling game, that's going to be Jack Swagger all day. As Jack Swagger now going to work on the leg, going to work on the knee of Sin Cara, looking to take out his high-flying ability to give himself an even bigger advantage. But right now, Sin Cara able to counter back. And now Sin Cara looking to return the favor. Sin Cara going to work on the leg of Jack Swagger. Well, I mean, these two men, I mean, if they can't wrap this up quickly, then this could come back to bite them in a huge way. If Sami Zayn or Adrian Neville can recover, I mean, these two men are basically going to be sitting ducks at that point. They're taking each other out, expending all this energy. But right now, it might not matter. Sin Cara scaling to the top rope, looking to put him away with a diving headbutt. Has Sin Cara got the win? 1, 2, no. Swagger manages to survive. But for how much longer? How much longer is he going to be able to hang in there? Sin Cara, I mean, you can see Swagger's got the clear size advantage, but that's never been much of a... Oh my God! Sin Cara went for some sort of a strike. Swagger caught him, slapped him straight in the face. And Jack Swagger now launches him into the corner. Jack Swagger, he's looking to take that massive frame of his up into the air for the Swagger bomb. And that might do it. Swagger hooks the leg. 1, 2, no! Sin Cara kicks out yet again. This match will continue. Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn are still alive. But Jack Swagger could be looking to finish him off. Could be looking to hit him with that gut-wrench powerbomb. He's got him up there. No, wait, Sin Cara with the counter. He had it scouted. And now Sin Cara hooks the arms. Jack Swagger's in trouble. Look at the strength of Sin Cara with a butterfly backbreaker. Sin Cara gonna go for the pin this time. No, he doesn't think that's enough. Delivers a kick straight to the lower back of Jack Swagger. But Sin Cara now. Sin Cara, he's got Swagger with a Spanish fly. He connected with the Spanish fly. Jack Swagger, he's in position. Sin Cara looking to go to the top rope. You know what he's thinking. He's looking for that swanton, and he missed. Swagger able to dodge it. Sin Cara crashed and burned. Wait a minute. Neville's on the ring. Neville's on the apron. And he just connected with that springboard dropkick. Sin Cara sent out of the ring off the impact of that back suplex. And now Adrian Neville, it's just like I said. He's got Swagger right where he wants him. Swagger was a sitting duck. And Adrian Neville looking to capitalize, looking to finish the fight where it left off. As Jack Swagger now, there's a boot to the back. Oh, and a punch straight to the chest. by Adrian Neville as Neville now scales to the top rope. He's looking for something big. Shooting star press. And he hooks the leg on Swagger. 1, 2. No. Swagger manages to kick out of that shooting star press. But for how much longer is Swagger going to be able to hang in this thing? Adrian Neville lining him up, but no, wait, Swagger. Oh, what a resourceful counter by Jack Swagger. He was able to catch the leg of Neville and plant him face first into the canvas. As now Jack Swagger's just making fun of him. Jack Swagger's just mocking Adrian Neville. But that's not what he can afford. Swagger needs to stay on the attack. Don't pander. I mean, don't try to make fun of Neville. Oh, and it's going to come back to bite him. It's going to come back to cost him in a big way. Adrian Neville got him with that inverted Frankensteiner. Hook of the leg on Jack Swagger. 1, 2. No. A kick out yet again. What is Neville going to have to do to put Swagger away? What is he going to have to do to retain his United States Championship? As Neville drags him over to those ropes. Ducks underneath. Swagger's in trouble. Adrian Neville got him with a Hurricanrana. And now Adrian Neville, he could be looking to go in for the kill. He's on that top rope. He could be thinking Red Arrow. The crowd are on their feet. They know it's coming. Neville, no! Jack Swagger able to dodge the Red Arrow. And oh, it was a massive shot straight to the face of Adrian Neville. And now Jack Swagger, he's going for his ace in the hole, going to work on the leg. Looking to soften Adrian Neville up for that Patriot lock. As Cara and Sami Zayn still down on the outside. Swagger just zeroing in, pinpointing his target, that leg. That left leg of Adrian Neville, driving the knee straight into the canvas. I mean, Neville trying to get back to his feet, but you have to think he's still groggy from that gut-wrench powerbomb on the floor. Swagger now with a Northern Lights suplex, bridging for the pin. But there's a kick out by Neville, he's still in it. But for how much more can he take? That gut-wrench powerbomb had to have left him dazed. Swagger with a massive knee in the corner. And Jack Swagger now. Oh, a massive axe handle to the side of Neville's skull. I mean, Neville's out. I don't know if he's got anything left. But Jack Swagger, no! I speak too soon. Adrian Neville counters back. And look at this! Standing corkscrew moonsault. Neville hooks the leg. 1, 2. No. Swagger managed to kick out. Adrian Neville can't believe it. But Adrian Neville, he has to. He has to believe it so he can continue going on the offensive. As Swagger taken over to the corner, or to the ropes rather. Adrian Neville clothesline over the top rope. He drops to a knee and you can see he's looking for something. Adrian Neville over the top rope, launches himself over the top rope to the outside with that Spaceman plancha. A massive risk taken by Neville for a massive reward. As Neville launches Swagger back inside the ring, Neville could be looking to finish him off. This crowd absolutely on fire right now. No! Swagger able to counter with a knee lift and a belly-to-belly. Not even a suplex, just a belly-to-belly slam. Driving Neville straight on his spine, knocking the wind right out of him. Neville whipped into the corner. Jack Swagger looking to take him up to the top. He's got him up in the high rent district. And Jack Swagger could be looking to join him. Taking his opponent into no man's land. Jack Swagger is looking for the superplex. A massive superplex by Swagger. Hook of the leg on Neville. 2. And no. Neville still hangs on in this matchup. The United States champion will not quit. But that determination, that willpower is only going to get him so far if he can't go back on the offensive. Oh my God. Swagger just blew out his knee again. Jack Swagger got him with another one of those inverted chop blocks. And now Swagger, what's he thinking? Jack Swagger, oh no, he's going for it. He's got it locked in, the Patriot Lock. The Patriot Lock is applied. Neville trapped in the center of the ring. Swagger is looking to break his ankle if he doesn't tap out. Swagger could become the new United States champion right here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Sami Zayn's back to his feet. Sami Zayn manages to sneak in and break up the submission. As you can see, Neville rolling to the outside. Sami Zayn knocks Swagger against the ropes. And Sami Zayn launches him over the top rope. No way. Sami Zayn is looking to risk his body with an over-the-top rope suicide dive. Tope Atomico taking out Jack Swagger, but wait a minute. Sami Zayn, not only is he taking out Swagger, he's taking himself out of the equation as well. And look who's left standing. It's Sin Cara and Adrian Neville. And Sin Cara got him with that schoolboy powerbomb. Adrian Neville is in trouble. He's in a world of trouble. As Sin Cara drags him to the center of the ring. But he's not in position for a swanton. What does Sin Cara think? Oh my god. Oh my god. Sin Cara's got Adrian Neville in a stretch muffler. Look at the torque. The strain on Adrian Neville's leg. He had no choice but to tap out. And Sin Cara is your new United States champion. What a turn of events that was. Sin Cara, you know him for his high-flying ability, but do not underestimate his power, folks. I mean, Swagger had already worn out Adrian Neville's leg with the Patriot Lock. I mean, Adrian Neville just suffered so much punishment in this matchup. And then Sin Cara, all he had to do was pick up the pieces. But you can see here, this is where things really broke down. You thought it was going to be a 2-on-2 affair, but it was not the case. It's a fatal 4-way. It's 1-on-1-on-1-on-1. And Jack Swagger and Sin Cara knew that all too well. But what does this mean for the future of the Outcasts? Swagger and Sin Cara, I mean, clearly, they've got unfinished business after this. Clearly, both men wanted the United States Championship. I don't know who the Outcasts had originally picked to win, if they had picked anyone to win. But either way, the Outcasts have claimed the United States Championship. Jack Swagger might not be too happy that it's not him. But Sin Cara has taken the gold on behalf of the Outcasts with this stretch muffler. I mean, Adrian Neville, there was nothing he could do about that. Sin Cara, it wasn't the swanton, but he was still able to put away Adrian Neville nonetheless and take with him his United States Championship, a massive win, a career-defining win for Sin Cara. And that's Bo Dallas. Darren and Titus, they seem to be... Oh my god. Oh my god, that's Buddy Murphy. Bo Dallas has brutalized Buddy Murphy backstage in that locker room. Where the hell is Wesley Blake? Or did the Outcast already get him too? Oh my god. What a shot with that briefcase. Bo Dallas just leveled Buddy Murphy. I mean, Wesley Blake nowhere to be found. Bo Dallas, he said that the primetime players are next. They're next on their list. One championship is down. And it seems as though that's where they're going next. Oh my god, off that locker door. Jeez. Bo Dallas has just destroyed Buddy Murphy. The Outcasts begin to kick their conquest of Monday Night Raw into high gear, but Kevin Owens has taken complete control of SmackDown and has been on top for several months, taking out multiple big names in the process. Tonight, he defends his WWE Championship against the hometown boy, CM Punk. And the question is, will CM Punk take down Kevin Owens, or will he become just another victim? This Chicago crowd hops to their feet in support of their hometown superstar, the Second City Saint, the straight edge savior, CM Punk. Of course, CM Punk here in his hometown of Chicago, Illinois. You have to think, he has all the adrenaline, all the momentum in the world right now. I mean, he is the #1 contender, stepping up to face Kevin Owens. If you want to talk about an atmosphere, the perfect scenario for CM Punk to recapture the WWE Championship for the 3rd time in Universe Mode. You can't really get any better circumstances than this. I mean, maybe you'd want a different opponent, maybe someone who'd be a little bit easier to take down. But as far as an environment goes, I mean, he's got a sellout crowd here chanting his name, supporting him. And CM Punk, if there was ever a night where he could take down Kevin Owens, where he could dethrone the WWE Champion, tonight would be that night. But is he going to be able to do it? That's the ultimate question. Because on paper, he might be looking impressive, but we all know that just because things look impressive on paper, that doesn't mean that they will turn out that way. Kevin Owens, not just on paper, but in execution, has been unstoppable. He hit the scene last October, taking the Intercontinental Championship away from Cesaro in his debut match. Then at Battleground, he took down the former Intercontinental Champion Titus O'Neil. Then at Survivor Series, after he vacated the title, he stepped up into the main event, where, in that triple threat match against Titus O'Neil and Brock Lesnar, he took that WWE Championship. And ever since then, Kevin Owens has not let that title escape his grasp. At Fastlane, he defeated Brock Lesnar once again in a hell of a rematch. At the Royal Rumble, he took down Adrian Neville. At WrestleMania, he ended The Undertaker's undefeated streak and may have ended his career in the process. Then at Extreme Rules, he defeated the red-hot Daniel Bryan and possibly ended his career as well. And that's not even to take into consideration the number of superstars Kevin Owens has laid out on SmackDown. I mean, he's gone through the former world champion Mark Henry. The iconic Goldberg was destroyed at the hands of Kevin Owens in a matter of minutes. And then just recently on SmackDown, Kevin Owens attacked Simon Gotch backstage. We don't know exactly what the reason was, but Kevin Owens, I mean, it just goes to show that he has taken a stranglehold of the SmackDown roster. And at this point, really, if CM Punk can't take down Kevin Owens, who's left in that locker room to step up to challenge him? I mean, who would want to face Kevin Owens at this rate? Because whenever you step into the ring with Kevin Owens, your career is in jeopardy. Just ask Daniel Bryan. Just ask The Undertaker. Just ask Goldberg. But that's the prize that's on the line. That's why CM Punk is stepping up to fight tonight. He wants that WWE Championship. He wants to reclaim his spot on top of the world as the best in the world. Well, wait a minute. Usually Kevin Owens always tries to dictate the pace of a match. Usually he'll step out of the ring. But tonight, he's lunging straight after CM Punk, going right on the attack as soon as the bell rung. And you can tell that CM Punk was unprepared. You had to think that CM Punk had done his homework. And Kevin Owens always will duck out of the ring first thing at the start of the match. If he feels he's going up against a tough opponent, usually he'll roll outside and try to play mind games, try to bring the pace of the match into his favor, start on his terms. And he used that against CM Punk. CM Punk might have been prepared for that. I mean, he clearly wasn't expecting Kevin Owens to go straight after him like he did. And that has given Kevin Owens a huge opening at the start of this matchup. And you can bet that this is going to play a huge role on how this match will play out from here on out. Because CM Punk, if he had a game plan going into this, well, Kevin Owens has completely upended it. And now CM Punk has got to start from scratch. As Kevin Owens has got a sharpshooter applied right now. CM Punk can't quite reach out to those ropes, so he's going to have to try to force his way out instead, and that's just what he does. CM Punk, a massive clothesline in the corner to follow it up. And now CM Punk looking to kick it up a notch, driving the knee straight into the face. CM Punk, of course, his striking ability could be his biggest asset in a matchup like this. Because Kevin Owens, he is a monster in that ring. CM Punk has got to use all the tools at his disposal to put away Kevin Owens. A massive kick to the face. And CM Punk hooks the leg. 1, 2, no, just a 1 count. I mean, he stunned Kevin Owens, but only for a moment. As there's a boot to the back. CM Punk continues to hammer away on the WWE Champion, driving the knee into the face this time. And CM Punk has got him up in the air for a scoop. No, wait, but countered by Kevin Owens. And now Kevin Owens is going to duck to the outside, but here comes CM Punk, full throttle. CM Punk launches himself over the top rope, went for some kind of a crossbody, but he didn't connect quite as he would like. That's just the nature of a high-risk move like that. But CM Punk, I mean, his back's against the wall. He's got to gamble like that against Kevin Owens. Because if you play it safe, Kevin Owens is going to tear you apart. So CM Punk, he's going to have to risk it all in the matchup like this if he wants to be able to stop Kevin Owens, to take away that WWE Championship. As CM Punk bounces him skull first off that barricade, and Punk launches him back into the ring. Of course, ever since WrestleMania, Daniel Bryan was the talk of the town. Daniel Bryan defeating CM Punk in that classic bout at WrestleMania. And ever since then, CM Punk, his status as the self-proclaimed best in the world has been in jeopardy. I mean, even he's started to question it. And that's why he wants that WWE Championship. He wants to reaffirm that he is still the top dog in this industry. But to do that, he's got to go through Kevin Owens, and perhaps it would make it all the more satisfying for CM Punk that Kevin Owens was the man who stopped Daniel Bryan's streak of momentum, who put Daniel Bryan out of action. Because CM Punk, not only is he getting revenge on behalf of Daniel Bryan, but by defeating the man who defeated Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, by extension, could say that he has once again surpassed Daniel Bryan. Either way, CM Punk, he's gunning for the WWE Championship, giving it everything he's got, looking for a butterfly backbreaker, but Kevin Owens countered out of it and floored him with a clothesline. As Kevin Owens now picks CM Punk up onto his shoulders in a torture rack position and drops him with a neck breaker. And this is where Kevin Owens goes to work. Kevin Owens looking to slow down the pacing of this matchup and just methodically try to pick CM Punk apart piece by piece. As he delivers a boot to the midsection, CM Punk hung up on that top rope. Kevin Owens, DDT, spiking him right on the top of his head. And now Kevin Owens looking to follow through, climbing to the top rope, and a frog splash from the top rope. Hook of the leg on CM Punk. 1, 2. No, CM Punk just able to survive. But Kevin Owens has got Punk right in the palm of his hand as he launches him straight into that turnbuckle. CM Punk drops to the canvas like a sack of potatoes. And now Kevin Owens, again, looking to go to work on the lower back of CM Punk with that spine buster. Try to do whatever he can to restrict Punk's mobility, to prevent him from taking those high risks. From scaling to the top rope, springboards, whatever Punk wants to use. Oh my god, another DDT. You can see Punk just went limp off that DDT. That vicious DDT might have knocked him out for a second. But Kevin Owens still is not going for a pin. No. Kevin Owens, he's looking for a pop-up powerbomb, looking to put CM Punk away right there. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, and this, no. This match is not over. Not by a long shot if CM Punk has anything left to say about it. Somehow able to peel his shoulder off the canvas, kick out of the pop-up powerbomb, and Kevin Owens now. Go-home driver, hook of the leg. 2, and Punk kicks out again. It's going to take more than that to put away CM Punk. But that's saying a lot considering Kevin Owens, that pop-up powerbomb. It's what... I mean, Kevin Owens has destroyed many a superstar with that pop-up powerbomb. But even then, that's not the be-all, end-all with Kevin Owens. He's got many more tricks up his sleeve. Speaking of tricks, Kevin Owens, he could be looking for the jackhammer, but no, Punk able to counter it. CM Punk able to strike him in the face with a knee, and now CM Punk has got Kevin Owens. No! Kevin Owens able to counter. And Owens is going to look for that jackhammer yet again. He stole this from Goldberg. And now Kevin Owens drives him into the canvas with a jackhammer, but chooses not to go for the pin. Owens gets to mock one of the men he put on the shelf, while at the same time continuing to go to work on the lower back of CM Punk. As now Punk dropped to the canvas. I mean, does Punk have anything left? He might have kicked out of the pop-up powerbomb, but that might have been all the energy he had left in him. As off that moonsault, Kevin Owens has got CM Punk. Pump handle neck breaker. But Kevin Owens not going for the pin again. It's almost like Kevin Owens isn't satisfied, like he hasn't done enough damage yet. As CM Punk dragged over to the ropes. Kevin Owens going to dump him to the outside. Punk trying to get to his feet, but he might not want to. Kevin Owens over the top rope like a cannonball. Launches himself, taking out the Second City Saint. And I think this match, it's a foregone conclusion at this point. Once Kevin Owens gets into a groove like this, there's no coming back from it. As Kevin Owens, gutbuster to CM Punk on the outside. And he follows through the senton, just sandwiching Punk between himself and the concrete floor. And now Kevin Owens, a Michinoku driver, he's still not done. I mean, ever since Kevin Owens hit Punk with that, well, ever since he countered that attempted suplex, got him with a jackhammer. Oh my God, you're kidding me, you're kidding me! Kevin Owens, a moonsault to the outside. And Kevin Owens, he's just walking circles around CM Punk right now. I mean, Punk's got nothing left. He's out on his feet. But Kevin Owens is, again, using his opponent as an example. Showing the SmackDown locker room that this is what happens when you step up to challenge me. When you try to take my WWE Championship away, this is what's going to happen to you. And just like Daniel Bryan, just like The Undertaker, Kevin Owens living up to his promise of, well, Kevin Owens, he said that after facing off with The Undertaker, he said, if you step in the ring with me, your career is in jeopardy. And I mean, he took out Goldberg, he took out Daniel Bryan, and now he's taking out CM Punk. Electric chair powerbomb. 2. But CM Punk kicked out again. Where is he finding this energy? I mean, at the end of the day, nothing has changed. I mean, Kevin Owens, you look at Kevin Owens, he's just in disbelief. Kevin Owens has not moved, but neither has CM Punk, and that's the real story here. So CM Punk, he can kick out as many times as he likes, but until he can go on the offensive, well, nothing has changed. Kevin Owens is still in control. Oh, and Owens has that look in his eye. This is going to be the end of CM Punk right here. The Chicago crowd is forced to watch on as their hometown hero gets destroyed with that apron powerbomb. And Kevin Owens tosses a lifeless CM Punk into the ring. I mean, Chicago has gone silent. And that silence is deafening as Kevin Owens goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And in his hometown of Chicago, CM Punk might have just wrestled his last match. But it's not the match that Punk would have wanted. CM Punk, I mean, he was just completely destroyed. Completely outclassed by Kevin Owens. I mean, you can see it. Punk, he started off on the hot foot. Well, at the beginning of this matchup, Kevin Owens caught him off guard. I mean, he went straight after him. And ever since then, CM Punk was just off his game. And while on another night, CM Punk might have been, it might have been a match for Kevin Owens, but once Kevin Owens started off with that upper hand, I mean, CM Punk, he didn't really stand much of a chance after that. His entire game plan was destroyed. And Kevin Owens proceeded then to destroy CM Punk. And no matter how many times CM Punk could kick out, he was unable to muster a comeback. And this was ultimately the final nail in the coffin, that apron powerbomb. And there it is. As if we expected anything else, Kevin Owens hoisting the WWE Championship up in the air once again. Coming up next, we have the WWE Women's Championship matchup between Asuka and the winner of the Battle Royal from earlier tonight. It's Becky Lynch. She gets the opportunity. She will step up to take on the Empress. But does Becky Lynch have it in her? Does she have what it takes to dethrone the Empress? That's what we're looking to find out. As the Irish Lass Kicker gets ready to make her entrance, will make her re-entrance into Chicago, as it were. We saw her compete earlier on tonight in that 6-woman Battle Royal, and she managed to be the sole survivor. She took out Brie Bella, and she was the last woman standing in the ring, which means that she has earned the right to fight Asuka for that Women's Championship. But Becky Lynch truly has a Herculean task on her shoulders tonight, because not only does she have to try to defeat Asuka, the winner of the Queen of the Ring tournament, the current women's champion, but as well as that, she's operating at less than 100%. She already competed once earlier on tonight, and now she's got to compete again against the top competitor in this division. Becky Lynch, it might even take a miracle for her to walk out with the title tonight, but that's not going to stop Becky Lynch from giving it her best shot. But Asuka, you know that Asuka loves a fight. But Asuka, at the same time, she can't underestimate Becky Lynch. She might think that Becky Lynch is easy pickings because she's already competed earlier tonight. And if she does think that, well, that's going to be Becky Lynch's biggest strength. That's going to be her biggest opportunity to catch Asuka by surprise. But Asuka, she's a very smart competitor in that ring. I mean, that's just the thing. Becky Lynch, if she had to avoid anything, it's those devastating strikes from Asuka. And if anybody could neutralize that striking ability, it might just be Becky Lynch. If she can lock in that disarm her, I think when it comes down to technical mat wrestling ability, I think Becky Lynch has the advantage here. So if she can just go to work on the arm, prevent Asuka from striking her down, and then if she can apply that disarm her, Becky Lynch might just have this one in the bag. But that's if everything goes according to plan, and that's, well, nothing's ever a guarantee here in Universe Mode. But that's what it's all about. The WWE Women's Championship, the title that Asuka won at WrestleMania by defeating Natalya and Sasha Banks in a triple threat match. And as I said earlier, it was last month at Extreme Rules that Emma stepped up to challenge the Empress, but Emma fell short as well, and we have not seen Emma since. As you can see, Becky Lynch is taking her time, not rushing into things here. Asuka wants her to bring it on, but Becky Lynch knows better. She knows that she's got to take her time with Asuka. She's got to look for an opening. And that's just what she does. She ducks behind. A bit of chain grappling between these two, but Asuka able to counter out of it. I had thought that maybe Becky Lynch would have the advantage in a situation like this, but Asuka's looking to prove me wrong. And she's got Becky Lynch down on the canvas with a side headlock, but Becky Lynch now with the head scissors, able to reverse the pressure. And Becky Lynch looking to do whatever she can in this situation, but Asuka able to slip out of it. But Becky Lynch trying to force her way back to her feet. She's trying to fight. Oh! Becky was trying to fight out of that, but Asuka floored her with that knee straight to the face, straight to the nose. And no, this is not where Becky Lynch wants to be. This could be the beginning of the end already, as Asuka, a couple of kicks to the midsection, follows through with a side suplex. And you can see Asuka's having fun out there. It's going to be a tough call for this crowd here tonight. Both these superstars fan favorites. Oh my god, Asuka, no! Becky Lynch was able to dodge that roundhouse kick. And you can see Asuka, she knows she's in Becky Lynch's head. And Becky Lynch is looking to take a breather here. Becky Lynch is being careful not to lose her cool. Not to play into Asuka's mind games. And you can see Asuka clearly is ready for a fight. But Becky Lynch is not looking to let Asuka dictate the pace of this matchup. She knows she's less than 100%. She knows that she's got to fight smarter instead of harder tonight. And that's just what Becky Lynch is looking to do. She's got Asuka. Drops her straight on her arm with that scoop slam. Oh, and a kick to the back as well. Is Becky Lynch now. Oh, a drop kick to the side of the skull. Becky Lynch is doing a smart job here in this matchup. Able to hold her own against Asuka. Now with a sit-out shoulder breaker. And a massive calf kick as well. Becky Lynch is bringing the fight to Asuka here. Every time that Asuka started to gain control, Becky has taken steps to shut down her momentum, to cool her off. Oh, but Asuka able to counter. Sweeps out the legs of Lynch. And now look at this. Look at this roll up. Lynch is in trouble. She's all tied up. 2. But no, she's able to get the shoulder off the canvas just in the nick of time. But now Asuka's got her crucifix. Shoulders are down yet again. Lynch is in trouble. 2. But no, a kick out again. Just barely, though. Asuka is slowly but surely chipping away at whatever energy Becky Lynch has left. Now sends her off the ropes. Oh, and a massive knee lift. Just about upended her there, and now follows through the kick to the back again. It's those devastating strikes that you want to avoid. As Asuka now laying into her with these elbows. Straight to the forehead of Becky Lynch. And right now, the last kicker is on the receiving end. Oh, wait a minute. Becky Lynch dumped over the top rope. And Asuka out to the apron. Asuka's measuring her opponent here. Lynch is trying to stumble to her feet, but Asuka is lining her up for that running hip attack off the apron. As the referee begins the count, Becky Lynch was just floored by Asuka. As Asuka dumps her back into the ring. Elbow shot straight to the face. And Asuka up on the apron now. Looking to bring Lynch back to her feet. That running hip attack could be a difference maker. As Lynch whipped into the corner. And Asuka. No, wait, counter. Asuka was going for the kicks. But Becky Lynch fires back with a kick of her own. Asuka spills to the outside. But she's able to make it back to her feet. But Becky Lynch! Lynch launches herself through the middle rope with a suicide dive. And this crowd is electric right now. Becky Lynch has brought this crowd to its feet. And an exploder suplex on the concrete. Becky Lynch is starting to rally. Becky Lynch is taking the fight to Asuka with a couple of exploder suplex on the concrete floor. That's just what Becky Lynch needs to come back in this match. That is the difference maker right there. As Lynch makes her way into the ring. Asuka trying to stumble to her feet, but Becky Lynch is measuring her. She's got her right where she wants her. Leg capture suplex. And Asuka's in a world of trouble. Becky is on top of the world right now. And now she could be looking to finish Asuka off. She could be looking to go in for the kill. She's got the arm. She's picked the arm. And she's got it locked in. The disarm her is applied. And Asuka can't reach out to those ropes. She's too far away. Lynch has got it cinched in. That disarm her. Is she going to force Asuka to tap? Are we going to have a new women's champion? No. Asuka manages to escape. As Lynch stumbles back to her feet. But Asuka, no, counter. Lynch caught the kick. And there's a forearm from Lynch. And another one. Lynch is not backing down to Asuka in the slightest here. She takes her to that top rope. And this is dangerous. This is dangerous territory for both women. Lynch is looking for a superplex. Oh my goodness, but Asuka countered. Asuka countered and Becky crumbles to the canvas. She takes a hell of a spill. And now Asuka A boot to the midsection. Running hip attack. And the hook of the leg. 1, 2, 3. No! Lynch manages to kick out. Asuka nailed her with that running hip attack. Didn't get as much of a running start as she perhaps would have liked. Oh, and now look at Lynch telling Asuka to bring it on. But Becky Lynch is going to bring it right back. With a massive clothesline. Got her with another one. And a calf kick yet again. Asuka is down. And the last kicker is only heating up. Got her with the running leg drop. But she's back to her feet. She's kicking it into another gear right now, folks. Asuka could be on the brink of defeat. Becky Lynch has got her. With another one of those leg capture suplexes. And at this rate, we might be looking at a new women's champion. Lynch was certainly the underdog going into this matchup, but oh, wait a minute. Asuka with the counter. I spoke too soon. Lynch was on fire, but with one counter, Asuka has brought the match, has swung the momentum right back in her favor. As Lynch taken over the top rope. And Asuka's got her hanging there. What is Asuka thinking with this? Oh! Nothing pretty about that. Dropping her face first into the canvas with that face buster. And now look at Asuka. Asuka telling Becky to bring it on. Because Asuka's not done with her. Massive roundhouse kick, and you can say goodnight to Becky Lynch. As Asuka hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. What? Becky Lynch managed to kick out of the roundhouse kick. Asuka thought for sure she had knocked her lights out. And now Asuka, you can see Asuka firing up the crowd almost as if she's getting behind Becky Lynch, applauding her for her efforts here. But another roundhouse kick, and that'll do it. She's done. She might have managed to kick out of 1, but she's got nothing left. Asuka hooks the leg. 2, and 3. You've got to be kidding me. Lynch has kicked out yet again, and she's back to her feet, no less. Oh, and Lynch, you're kidding. She's still telling Asuka to come back for more. Well, and Asuka obliges. Got her with that one. Another roundhouse kick. And there's no way Lynch can kick out. That was all it could take just to get to her feet. 1, 2, 3, and Asuka retains the Women's Championship. But you cannot count out Becky Lynch. You cannot ignore that performance she just displayed. She came into this matchup at less than 100%. But even so, she pushed Asuka. She backed her into her corner. I mean, right here, you saw that kick to the outside, a couple of exploder suplexes. And Becky Lynch nearly had her. Managed to apply the disarm her. But at the end of the day, she just didn't have enough strength to keep it in. But you cannot say that Becky Lynch was a quitter. I mean, she continued to fight till her last breath. She continued to soldier on until Asuka finished her off with that roundhouse kick. But Asuka, she acknowledged Becky Lynch in this matchup. She applauded her efforts, but at the end of the day, Asuka's a fighting champion, and at the end of the day, someone has to win. So even though she might respect Becky for her never say die attitude, she's still the champion. She's still the Empress. And she had to put Lynch in her place. Nobody can step up to dethrone the Empress. Nobody can take that title away from Asuka. And it doesn't seem like anyone will anytime soon. We're coming down to the wire, folks. Just 2 matches left to go. And before we get to our big World Heavyweight Championship main event, we've got tag team action. As it is a Shield reunion of sorts. Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns will team up to take on Luke Harper and Eric Rowan of the Wyatt family. What will happen when Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns reunite for the first time in over a year? Let's find out. Welcome back to Chicago. Dean Ambrose is making his way to the ring, set for what is sure to be one hellacious tag team match. If you recall, well over a year ago, the Wyatt family they played a pretty critical role in separating the Shield in the first place. Although back then, this was after Roman Reigns had been drafted to SmackDown. This was when Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins were left to their own devices, and well, if you've been following this universe mode for even just a few months, you'll know how that panned out. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, they end up... You could say they went their separate ways, because, I mean, technically that's what they did, but... I mean, they were in each other's face constantly, so did they really go their separate ways? I mean, they might have been pursuing their own singles careers, but let's face it, they could not get away from each other. Only instead of being allies, they were enemies. So in a way, well, you could partially say that the Wyatt family is partially responsible for the suffering that the Shield has had to endure since their clash at WrestleMania, but you could also say that the Shield, they presented Bray Wyatt with a bit of a black eye himself, and you can only imagine that that is why Bray Wyatt is pursuing... I mean, he's already taken out Roman Reigns in the past. Last year, Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt squared off at SummerSlam, which Bray Wyatt ended up being victorious in that contest. And now it seems as though Bray Wyatt has set his sights on Dean Ambrose, but Bray Wyatt, he's not going to be so fortunate this time, because he's not just taking on one superstar at a time. No, this time Roman Reigns will be there to back up his brother-in-arms, Dean Ambrose. So Bray Wyatt, he's going to have much more of a tougher fight on his hands this time around, but I guess we can't really say that until this matchup goes down. Because the Wyatt family, Harper and Rowan, they managed to take out Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose last year at Extreme Rules. But there's no tag team titles on the line this time. This is personal. This is just nothing more than a grudge match. So we'll see what happens. I mean, Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, their foundation is already a bit questionable, considering that Dean Ambrose laid out Roman Reigns with the dirty deeds at WrestleMania after that Iron Man match. I mean, they've made up. They seem to be on the same page now, but I mean, you have to still question it. In the back of your mind, you have to wonder, you have to be thinking, just what exactly are these two? How are they going to coexist? Because if you think about it, it has been over a year since these two worked together in tag team action, since they fought alongside each other. Well, we'll just have to see how this matchup plays out. I mean, they seem to be on the same page, but you cannot really question... That's the thing about the Wyatt family, is you cannot question their unity. They don't have the same issues that Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose have had. The Wyatt family have been together united in the entire year that has passed since that fated encounter at WrestleMania. So we'll see how this goes. It's going to be interesting to say the least, as Eric Rowan and Luke Harper make their way to the ring, shrouded in... I mean, they are the only light in this sea of darkness that surrounds them. As the crowd, you can see the crowd with their cell phones lighting up this sellout arena here in Chicago, Illinois. But even then, the spotlight is very clearly on Harper and Rowan. And I guess, I mean, there's not really much else that not really much else that really needs to be said as far as this encounter goes. These two teams, they have a very storied history with one another. And think about it, at last year's WrestleMania. What happened at last year's WrestleMania has basically shaped the foundation of these two factions moving forward in the year that has passed. The Shield, I mean, they ultimately fell apart, and they haven't... I mean, really, not even Roman Reigns, who was by himself, had the opportunity to move on. I can't really say that any of the three members of the Shield really have had the chance to do so. They've just kind of struggled ever since they split apart, trying to find their own identities here in Universe Mode. Well, this is a tag team matchup, but straight out of the gate, we have all four men in the ring. Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns lunging at Harper and Rowan. Well, one took down a member of the Wyatt family, the other got taken down. As right now, Dean Ambrose gets thrown into the corner. It's the Wyatt family currently standing tall for the time being, but how long is that going to be the case? Not too much longer, as Roman Reigns able to counter. And he catches Luke Harper with that uppercut. Straight to the jaw. As there's now a body shot from Roman Reigns. You can imagine this matchup is going to be brutal. A battle of strikes For certain, that's what these four men are known for. I mean, especially when you're looking at a powerhouse like Roman Reigns, and especially when you're looking at a lunatic like Dean Ambrose. Because now look at this, it's the former Shield brethren, Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, who've got the upper hand at the moment. As Roman Reigns launching Luke Harper straight into that ring post. Dean Ambrose dumped over the top rope, and Eric Rowan knocks Ambrose to the outside. Well, the referee hasn't even been able to get a handle on this matchup. As these four men, I mean, to be fair, in the referee's defense, would you want to get in between these four men and try to break up this fight? I mean, it's right now, these four just continue to go at it. Roman Reigns striking away on Luke Harper, and Dean Ambrose is really laying into Eric Rowan right now. Very brutal assault. No love lost between these two teams. As you can see, Roman Reigns lining up Luke Harper. Dean Ambrose has got Eric Rowan in his sights as well. There's a powerbomb, and there's Dean Ambrose with that, like a suplex facebuster maneuver. And you can see the Shield is feeling it right now. This crowd is electric. The Shield, Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, rather, trying to get the crowd behind them. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little overexcited. This technically is not the full Shield. It's a bit of a Shield reunion, but we're still missing the third component. We're still missing Seth Rollins from this picture, and, well, I mean, Seth Rollins is over on Monday Night Raw, and the situation he's dealing with, I think it's highly unlikely that we will see. I'm just getting a little ahead of myself, okay? Seeing the journey that these three men have had to go through over the last year, the struggles they've had to fight to overcome. I mean, it is nice to get a bit of maybe catharsis isn't the word that I'm looking for, but to get a little satisfaction out of maybe even a little hope that there is light at the end of the tunnel for these three men. Of course, it's ironic to say that, considering they are faced with an endless darkness that is Bray Wyatt and his family. As Eric Rowan, no wait, Dean Ambrose coming to the aid of Roman Reigns there. As now a double DDT taking down Eric Rowan. Harper to his feet, but Dean Ambrose is on him. Dean Ambrose is he immediately shuts him down. Not going to let Luke Harper have any time to breathe. As Roman Reigns tosses Eric Rowan into the corner. Luke Harper dumped to the outside. As Roman Reigns right now has got Eric Rowan up on that top rope. And he's looking to join him. This is a bad place. Look at Dean Ambrose, meanwhile. Dean Ambrose, a suicide dive, risking his own body to take out Luke Harper. And oh, wait a minute, Eric Rowan able to shove Roman Reigns off that top rope, avoid a potential superplex in the works. And now Eric Rowan just vicious with these headbutts. Nothing pretty about that. Certainly is one way to use your head. As Eric Rowan just looks to tear Roman Reigns apart right now. He's got him in this bear hug, just looking to out-muscle him here. Roman Reigns is in a world of trouble. Eric Rowan just looking to suck the life out of him here. Is now Rowan, what's he thinking? Eric Rowan, he's calling Reigns to his feet, just so we can knock him back down with that axe handle. And Dean Ambrose and Luke Harper still down on the outside. It's one-on-one now, so the referee has a bit more, I guess he doesn't have to worry about trying to separate these four men now, but even so, this matchup has been pure chaos from the outset. As you can see, Eric Rowan is just pummeling Roman Reigns right now. Whips him into the corner. And he's got him up for a fall-away slam, but he's not going to go for it. Instead, perching him up on that corner, and now look at Eric Rowan just hammering away on Roman Reigns. Delivers a headbutt straight to the rib cage. I mean, this is bad news for Roman Reigns. Eric Rowan is very quickly taking control of this matchup. But of course, curse of the commentator, Roman Reigns changes his fate at the drop of a hat. Oh, but wait a minute. Counter again by Eric Rowan. Good God! What a massive boot there by Eric Rowan. Nearly decapitated Roman Reigns with that one. And now Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose is going to work on Luke Harper with these vicious chop strikes. Left and right. Now bouncing him skull first off that barricade, but Harper with a counter. Luke Harper able to Dean Ambrose off his feet and got him with a European uppercut. Very brutal assault between these two teams. As now Eric Rowan again, back to those headbutts. In the corner, Roman Reigns is just at the mercy of the beast right now. Eric Rowan, I mean, just aggressively just taking it to Roman Reigns. As Ambrose still struggling with Harper on the outside. This is now, I don't know if this was perhaps the plan on the part of Reigns and Ambrose, go for more of a divide and conquer strategy. And that's actually really smart given their situation. If perhaps there even is one iota of distrust between the two, rather than, I mean, and plus, they haven't worked together in quite some time, so perhaps their chemistry could be a little out of whack, a little out of sync. So instead of getting in each other's way, wait a minute, Luke Harper with a cravat suplex. Launching Dean Ambrose onto that concrete. And now, wait a minute, in the ring, Roman Reigns delivers with a Samoan drop. But getting back to my thought earlier, if these two are perhaps afraid that their chemistry might not be as on point as that of Eric Rowan and Luke Harper, well then, why not go for the divide and conquer strategy? Allow each individual to take things their own way so as to avoid getting in each other's way. That might be the smartest approach that Ambrose and Reigns can take here. Let's look at Luke Harper right now. He's got Ambrose in a gator roll. Luke Harper is just toying with Ambrose on the outside now. You can see Ambrose clutching at his throat, struggling to breathe, trying to find any air. But Luke Harper just aggressively hammering the back of his head, bouncing it off the canvas. Or, that's not even the canvas, that's a concrete floor. And now Dean Ambrose might have had his brains scrambled after Harper bounced him off that announce table. Oh, but Ambrose striking back with a forearm and a massive clothesline there by Dean Ambrose. Meanwhile, Eric Rowan off the ropes, got him with a massive splash. 2. But no, Reigns is able to kick out. He had the wind completely crushed out of him by Eric Rowan. But he still had the wherewithal to kick out, the strength to survive. But again, Eric Rowan, back to that bear hug. Continues to just squeeze the life out of Roman Reigns here. Reigns is in trouble. He's got to find a way to break out of this. Roman Reigns shifts the weight and he takes him down with a DDT. What a counter by Roman Reigns. There's now Eric Rowan. Eric Rowan's on the back foot. Reigns bounces him out of the turnbuckle. And Roman Reigns has got Rowan up in the air. Look at the strength of Roman Reigns. Massive powerbomb. And he goes for the pin. 1, 2. No, a kick out by Rowan rather. So difficult to keep track of all this. Got action left, right, and center. As Luke Harper was whipped into the barricade, but able to counter back, and now a Michinoku driver from Harper. Dean Ambrose is in a bit of a predicament. Just as much as Eric Rowan. Rowan managed to kick out of that crucifix powerbomb, but oh, look at this, look at this. Luke Harper bounces him skull first, face first, off the concrete floor with that face buster, that modified face buster on the outside. Dean Ambrose, oh, and now just a vicious kick to the ribs. I mean, Luke Harper now that was just straight up disrespect right there. That was just pure malice on the part of Luke Harper. A vicious kick straight to the ribs. Take the wind right out of you. As Eric Rowan now knocked over the top rope. Oh my God, you're kidding me. Roman Reigns over the top rope, launching himself with a tope atomico. Trying to take it, risking his body now, just like Dean Ambrose risked his earlier on. And the funny thing about this is that the ring is now completely empty. No team is going to be able to go for a pin here. It's not a falls count anywhere matchup. You got to bring the match back in the ring. Hell, this isn't even a tornado tag team matchup, but it's played out like one. I mean, this matchup, nobody's going to be able to win on the outside. Roman Reigns has just taken, not only has he taken out Eric Rowan, he's taken himself out as well. Oh, now Dean Ambrose, you're kidding me. He's got a submission on the outside. Even if Harper taps out here, he's not going to get the win, and Dean Ambrose knows that. Dean Ambrose is just out to torture Luke Harper right now. As Dean Ambrose, he's been very frustrated with the direction his career is taken. Oh my God. You want to talk about taking your career in a different direction. Luke Harper nearly look to kick his skull in. I mean, a concussion will certainly take your career. It'll take your career down south in a heartbeat. Oh, wait a minute. Ambrose was looking for that backpack stunner. But Luke Harper able to counter out of it. Oh my God, look at the strength of Luke Harper. Tossing Dean Ambrose up over his head with like a choke suplex. Nothing pretty about that on the part of Luke Harper. As Reigns and Rowan are still down on the outside after Reigns nearly... I mean, Reigns, he might have taken them both out of this matchup with that Tope Atomico. As now Luke Harper, oh, driving him spine first into that barricade. Dean Ambrose drops to the ground like a sack of potatoes. And Luke Harper now brings the lunatic to his feet. And the warden of the Ambrose Asylum is in trouble. Luke Harper's got him right in the palm of his hand. Now bringing this into the ring. He could be looking to go in for the finish. As he picks Dean Ambrose to his feet. Irish whip sending him off the ropes. Ambrose bounces back. And Luke Harper with a massive not a tilt-a-whirl slam, and he took him all the way around the world with that one. And just drove him straight down, but Harper not even going for the cover here. Instead, Harper almost just playing it up to the crowd like he's got this whole arena in his hands. I mean, certainly Bray Wyatt would make a claim like that. And it's no wonder why Luke Harper and Eric Rowan are Wyatt's disciples, why they are, I mean, his right-hand men. I mean, they are destructive. There's a reason why they were the longest reigning tag team champions in Universe Mode to date. Nobody could top them, whether it was the Shield. I mean, just nobody could take them down. They were just unstoppable for those 196 days that they held those titles. Now look at Luke Harper. Oh, Luke Harper took too much time. Luke Harper gave too much time to Dean Ambrose. Ambrose had too much time to recover, and now Luke Harper is in trouble. Dean Ambrose now, he's firing up. The comeback is on. A massive forearm shot from Ambrose, as Ambrose now runs at him with a clothesline and a bulldog. Harper center the ring. He's a sitting duck. Dean Ambrose has turned the complexion of this matchup completely in his favor. And now Dean Ambrose could be looking to finish him off. The arms are hooked. Dirty Deeds. Ambrose got him with the Dirty Deeds. Hook of the leg. Count it, ref. 2. And no. Luke Harper managed to kick out of the Dirty Deeds with everything he had left in him. Look at Roman Reigns. Oh my God. Roman Reigns nearly broke Rowan in half with that spear, but how smart was that on the part of Reigns? Before he hit the spear, he took Eric Rowan as far away from the ring as he possibly could. And now Rowan is completely out of this matchup. Roman Reigns making his way back to the ring. But with the way that things are playing out, he might not even need to take a shot. Because Dean Ambrose has got Luke Harper up on his shoulders, and he's setting him up for that backpack stunner. And you saw Harper's skull just bounce off that bottom rope. There's no way Harper can kick out of that. Ambrose has laid him out. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, 3. Dean Ambrose, I mean, the Warden, delivers his sentence here tonight. Luke Harper, I mean, it was a hell of a fight. I mean, again, like I said earlier, action left, right, and center. The referee never even really had a handle on this matchup. Played out like a tornado tag team matchup. Well, I mean, it wasn't a tornado tag team matchup. That just goes to show how chaotic this matchup was. I mean, at no point did you have the standard partner standing on the apron just waiting for the tag. You had none of that. These 4 men were out here to fight from bell to bell. No rest time, no breaks, none of that. And that just goes to show the animosity between these two factions, but it was Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns who scored the win. It wasn't with the Dirty Deeds, but instead it was Dean Ambrose delivering the Warden's sentence. As let's see it right here. Let's get that replay. This is the move that put away Luke Harper. Not only just the force of that jawbreaker, but as well the back of his skull bouncing off that ring rope. And Harper clearly is hurting. And how's that for a message? Sending a direct statement to Bray Wyatt. You want to come after us? You want to take out Dean Ambrose? You want to try to take out Roman Reigns again? Well, bring it. Ambrose and Roman Reigns are ready to fight. They have taken out Harper and Rowan. So the question is, what is Bray Wyatt's next move? What more does the Eater of Worlds have in store? After nearly 3 hours of incredible action, it's finally that time of the evening. Time for our main event. This one is for the World Heavyweight Championship as the Swiss Superman Cesaro defends against the winner of the Beat the Clock Challenge, the phenomenal AJ Styles. Who's going to walk out with the world title? Will it be Cesaro or will it be Styles? Chicago gets to their feet for one final round of entrances as the winner of the Beat the Clock Challenge, AJ Styles, makes his way into this arena to a raucous reception from this crowd. This crowd is on their feet, and I'm sure that they're going to get their money's worth out of this main event. But who do they cheer for? Who do they root for in a matchup like this? Because Styles and Cesaro are both fan favorites. So this will be an interesting matchup from the perspective of, well, just figuring out where this crowd is going to lean. Who are they going to favor? But of course, AJ Styles earned this shot at Cesaro's World Heavyweight Championship by winning the Beat the Clock Challenge, which, I mean, he defeated Finn Balor in the shortest time. Samoa Joe came close to it, but, I mean, I mentioned this earlier near the beginning of the show that Randy Orton definitely played a big factor in AJ Styles managing to take that #1 contender spot. Because it was, of course, Randy Orton who attacked Finn Balor before that match could even take place. And we know that Samoa Joe was very upset with not necessarily his performance, but the severe limitations that he had to go up against. Because AJ Styles won his matchup in less than 4 minutes. I believe it was actually less than 3.5 minutes, if my memory serves me correctly. That's not a lot of time to work with. But even so, Samoa Joe, I mean, he nearly tore Kalisto. I mean, he did tear him apart. And he nearly defeated him in the time that he was given, but he just didn't have enough. He was unable to force Kalisto to tap out or pass out in the Coquina Clutch. And it was going to take a Herculean effort on the part of Samoa Joe to even make it there. And clearly Samoa Joe was pissed off by the results of that Beat the Clock tournament. But, you know, the chips will fall. What am I saying? The chips will fall where they may. I believe that's the expression, maybe. But AJ Styles is just, I guess, fate sided with him for this tournament. But even so, you cannot deny that AJ Styles, maybe the methods that got him, or maybe not the methods that he took, more so the circumstances surrounding it, kind of gave him this shot at the World Heavyweight title. AJ Styles, he has not, I mean, it's not for a lack of effort on his part. Styles, he has been busting his ass over the last several months to make it to this point. And at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, AJ Styles was involved in a Fatal 4-Way for that World Heavyweight Championship. And there were a few instances where AJ Styles came close to winning it. Namely, there was one moment in that matchup where Randy Orton attempted a punt kick. AJ Styles popped him up into a Styles Clash, but it was Cesaro who made the save at the last second. And of course, it was Cesaro who went on to retain his title in that Fatal 4-Way match. But tonight, there is no Randy Orton, there is no Seth Rollins, and there is no Samoa Joe. It's just AJ Styles and Cesaro one-on-one, mano-a-mano, for that World Heavyweight Championship, the title that Cesaro won at WrestleMania by defeating the show-off Dolph Ziggler. As the referee gets ready to ring the bell, this match is underway. And AJ Styles and Cesaro lock up, but it's Cesaro with that overwhelming power who just shoves Styles aside. That's the thing when it comes down to it. If it comes to a test of strength, that's obviously going to play into Cesaro's court. He's got the clear advantage there, although when it comes to pure athleticism, speed, high-flying ability, You definitely got to give the edge to AJ Styles in that department. But right now, a battle of chain wrestling, and this might be where these two are evenly matched. When it comes to their mat game, they're I guess, as a ring general, these two men, they are some of the best in the business. Oh, wait a minute, AJ Styles gets taken down with a belly-to-belly suplex. And Cesaro now drops the knee, nearly into the face of Styles. I mean, these two men are ring generals. They are masters of the squared circle. Two of the best... Oh! Nice clothesline there from Styles. Two of the best pure technicians in this industry. And they're duking it out in the main event of Payback here in Chicago, Illinois. For that World Heavyweight Championship. Truly to determine who is the best in the world. At least as far as Monday Night Raw goes, I'm sure Kevin Owens would have a thing or two to say about that whole best in the world claim, but I digress. As AJ Styles whipped off the ropes, Cesaro back body drop, and Styles now, or Cesaro off the ropes rather, gets him with an axe handle to the back of the head. And now Cesaro looking to show off some of that power, some of that core strength with a deadlift gut wrench suplex. And everybody loves a good gut wrench when it's coming from the Swiss Superman. As now the King of Swing hits him with a European uppercut. The uppercut machine, you could call him. I mean, that's one thing Styles has to avoid. If there was anything Styles had to avoid, it would be, oh, a nice baseball slide drop kick. I was almost expecting Styles to dive over the top rope there, but instead he just got him with that drop kick. That certainly caught me off guard. And I'm sure it caught Cesaro off guard as well. I mean, clearly it did. But if there was anything, if I were AJ Styles, if there's anything I would want to avoid, it's those devastating European uppercuts. They are Cesaro's trademark for a reason. But a nice springboard blockbuster there from Styles. Hook the leg on Cesaro. 2. But Cesaro kicks out before the 3. He was looking to get back to his feet, but AJ Styles cut him off with a pass. And got him with an elbow straight to the top of the skull. Follows through now with an elbow drop right to the heart. And now drives the knee, buries it right in the face. Right across the nose of Cesaro. Now got him with a forearm. Not quite phenomenal, but impactful nonetheless, as now Styles whips him off the ropes, ducks underneath. And here Styles pops up into a Hurricanrana. And right now AJ Styles is just outmaneuvering Cesaro here. That's when it comes down to that athleticism, speed. AJ Styles certainly cannot be matched. As now Cesaro backed into a corner. AJ Styles hops up to the middle rope. And AJ Styles gonna, spin him around and hang him out to dry on that top rope. Now AJ Styles, look at this, springboard 450, but Cesaro able to avoid it. And now Cesaro bridges through the Northern Lights suplex. Oh, but he's not done there. We've seen this before. Signature Cesaro, the Northern Lights suplex brainbuster combination. And Cesaro hooks the leg on Styles. 1, 2, no. Styles able to kick out. Styles took a risk with that 450 splash. And that is definitely the detractor when it comes to AJ Styles' well, for lack of a better word, style of offense. As, wait a minute, speaking of springboards, Cesaro got him with a springboard European uppercut. He hooks the leg once again. 2, but again, it's only a 2 count. That's all it will remain. But with AJ Styles, I mean, you're going up against a talented athlete like Cesaro. You do have to take risks like that if you wanna walk out with the title. As there's Cesaro with a double foot stomp to the midsection. And now Cesaro brings the challenger to his feet. And the champion right now, he's got the upper hand, knife edge chop. And you can hear that one echo throughout this arena. Oh, but Styles caught that kick. And now Cesaro taken down with a dragon leg screw. But Cesaro quickly trying to get back to his feet. Doesn't want to stay on the canvas, but he might have wanted to there. Styles nearly kicked his head clean off with that enziguri. And now AJ Styles, he's got a Muta Lock applied. The Muta Lock is cinched in by AJ Styles. He's looking to force Cesaro to tap out here. Can Cesaro find a way to power out of this hold? Cesaro, his hands in the air, but no. Now oh, that's just raw strength. That's just pure power on display by Cesaro, just prying AJ Styles off of him, breaking the hold with pure force. And now a clothesline sends AJ Styles over the top rope to the outside, and Cesaro's got that look in his eye. Cesaro, the World Heavyweight Champion, diving through the ropes, risking his body to take out AJ Styles. And that's just the nature of the beast. That's what you come to expect from the Swiss Superman. I mean, truly, if you want to talk about an all-around competitor, Cesaro is one of the best. That's why he's the champion. That's why he's the top dog on Monday Night Raw. Now swings him into that barricade. And now Cesaro gonna send Styles back in that ring. I mean, truly, Cesaro, he really is an all-rounder. He's got speed, he's got power. And now he hooks the leg on Styles, 2. But no. Styles manages to kick out yet again. I mean, that's the thing. Cesaro might not specialize in all of those categories, but I'd say he's proficient in all aspects of the game. Oh, wait a minute. Styles able to counter. Oh, and a massive clothesline by Styles. AJ Styles looking to turn the tables in his favor. Springboard moonsault. Shades of the Lionheart Chris Jericho with that one. And now Styles. Styles is firing up. Styles is heating up. He's got him with a phenomenal blitz. A flurry of powerful, impactful strikes from Styles. And now Cesaro's groggy. He's dazed and confused. AJ Styles. He's lifting him up there and drops him down to the powerbomb, bridging through for the pin. 1. Does he have him? 2. Does he have him? No. We're not going to get a new world champion with that. Styles is going to have to pull out a bit more than that. And that's just what Styles is looking to do. To the top rope he goes. Styles, frog splash, and the hook of the leg again. 1, 2, and no. Ho, 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 how close was that, though? Styles nearly got him with that frog splash. I mean, and imagine Cesaro might have just saw his life flash before his eyes there for a minute. But, oh, wait a minute. No, counter by Cesaro. Styles taken down. And the Swiss Superman got him with a European uppercut. And now an Irish whip. Styles goes off the ropes. Cesaro, no, wait, counter. Styles was able to block it. And now AJ Styles, oh, he's got him up there. Got him up on his shoulder. Styles got him with the Ushi Goroshi. And Styles hooks the leg on Cesaro. 1, 2, and new world champion, no. Cesaro powers out yet again. But Styles is getting closer and closer. You can feel Cesaro's world title slipping away. As Styles picks him to his feet. Got him with another forearm. AJ Styles now. Styles is clearly frustrated. As Cesaro whipped off the ropes as AJ Styles ducks underneath. Now got him with a missile. Not a missile drop kick. I'm always calling it a missile drop kick. It's just a standing drop kick. But that doesn't make it any less devastating, especially when it's coming from the phenomenal AJ Styles. As now Cesaro dumped to the outside, and AJ Styles gonna go over the top rope. A massive risk, but it delivers a massive payoff as Styles has taken out the World Heavyweight Champion. He's got him right in the palm of his hand. As AJ Styles now brings the World Champion to his feet, gonna dump him back into the ring. Styles could be looking to go in for the kill right here. Springboard elbow drop. Straight in between the shoulder blades of the World Champion. But Styles, he's not going to go for the pin just yet. He knows it's going to take more than that to put Cesaro down. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Styles was thinking Styles Clash. But Cesaro powered out of it into a back body drop. And now Styles is out on his feet. Cesaro has shifted the momentum. Fall away slam. Maybe more of an exploder suplex. Either way, Cesaro bridging for the pin. 2. And no. Styles. This time it's Styles who is on the brink of defeat right there. As now Cesaro has got him looking up on his shoulders for the Ricola Bomb. Cesaro's got him in the center of the ring. Oh, wait a minute. He's got those legs hooked. And you know what's coming next. The King is gonna swing. And AJ Styles gets whipped around and around and around and around and around and around as the World Heavyweight Champion, the King of Swing, Cesaro, has just swung AJ Styles into oblivion. Is he going to cover him? He will. Hook of the leg. 1, 2. No! But Styles kicks out. It's going to take more than a little dizziness to keep Styles down for the 3 count. Oh, but look at Cesaro. Cesaro, that's just the nature of this man. He could swing Styles around that many times and not even be off balance in the slightest, as he rolled straight through for that air raid crash neck breaker. And now he's got Styles up there. He hit him with a gut-wrench suplex, but he's keeping it hooked. He's looking for the trifecta. He got him with the second. And now Cesaro, just look at the strength of this man. Cesaro hasn't slowed down in the slightest. He got him with 3 back-to-back gut-wrench suplexes, rather. And Styles now, no, wait, counter. Styles barely stumbled to his feet. Oh, schoolboy! Shoulders are down. Cesaro's in trouble. 1, 2. No. Cesaro just managed to escape. Just barely able to keep his hopes of retaining the World Championship alive. And now Styles off the ropes. Got him with an arm trap neck breaker. And Cesaro is now planted in the center of the ring. And AJ Styles is measuring him. AJ Styles going to try it again. Springboard 450 splash, but this time he connected. Picture perfectly executed. 1, 2. No. And a kick out again. Cesaro stays alive. What is it going to take? These 2 men are throwing bombshells at one another, but they're both still coming back for more. As now Cesaro taken to the corner, and now Styles going to take him to the top rope. Cesaro is in trouble up there, but he's able to create separation, kicks him off. And now Cesaro diving clothesline, turning AJ Styles inside out. And now Cesaro gonna whip him off the ropes. Here's Cesaro. Look at the strength. Michinoku driver. And now the cover. 1. Has he done it? 2. Has he got him? No. AJ Styles will live to fight for at least another few minutes, as Cesaro now brings the phenomenal 1 to his feet. Oh, and a massive European uppercut. Caught him flush underneath the chin. And now Cesaro got him again. Styles has had his jaw jacked twice in a row off those European uppercuts. And now Cesaro measuring him for a discus European uppercut. He supercharged that one. Is it going to get him a supercharged win? 2. No. Even the roaring European uppercut was not enough to finish off AJ Styles. As AJ Styles, though, is in trouble, but he's getting back to his feet. And AJ Styles able to fight off Cesaro. Oh my god, but Cesaro fires right back with a running drop kick. As it's gonna, oh wait, counter. He went for the rolling elbow, countered by Styles. Oh, wait a minute, look at this. AJ Styles with that moonsault DDT. Hook of the leg on Cesaro. 1, 2. No, a kick out again. Cesaro manages to survive once again. And at this point, that world title could be slowly slipping from his grasp. AJ Styles with a brainbuster. Cesaro, the back of his skull planted into the canvas. Styles hooks the leg yet again. 1, 2, and no. Cesaro emphatically kicks out. Now you can see Styles is getting frustrated. Styles, he's beside himself right now. He has to wonder, what more is it going to take? Oh, massive European uppercut there by Cesaro. Oh, but Styles strikes right back with a phenomenal not a phenomenal forearm, just a forearm. Oh my god. But that was a phenomenal European uppercut by Cesaro. He just knocked Styles out of his boots. And now Cesaro. Oh, now he's got him by the back of the head. And Cesaro got him again with a European uppercut, this time to the back of the skull. And AJ Styles, his brains have been scrambled. He's out like a light. Oh, wait, no, he's not. The lights are still on. As AJ Styles now got him with a knee lift and a discus clothesline. Talk about knocking someone out of their boots. AJ Styles nearly I mean, nearly turned him inside out with that one, but Cesaro still able to strike back. Back and forth these two warriors go. Cesaro sending Styles into the opposite corner and got him with another European uppercut. And Cesaro he's kicking it into a higher gear. No matter how much he gets hit with and no matter how much he dishes out, Cesaro continues to fight as if the bell just rung. As if this match just started. But Styles, rather, I mean, he's putting up the same performance here. Ducks underneath. Oh, and a Pele kick. Styles got him off balance with that Pele kick. And now Cesaro gets knocked around. AJ Styles has him up in the torture rack position. And he's going to spin him into a power bomb. The torture rack bomb cover. 1, 2, no. Cesaro kicks out yet again. Look at Cesaro. He's gassed right now. Oh, but no. You're kidding me. So much for being gassed. More like he's still got gas left in the tank. As Cesaro, he might be operating on a full tank right now. The adrenaline is pumping. A barrage of European uppercuts unloading on AJ Styles. And there's another one. But Cesaro's still heating up. Got him with another one. And Cesaro off the ropes. Running dropkick yet again. And AJ Styles. Oh my. Cesaro's still coming back for more. AJ Styles. How is he supposed to keep up with a machine like Cesaro? I don't know how AJ Styles is still in this matchup, folks. As Cesaro now taking Styles' high rent. This didn't work out so well for Styles when he attempted it. Let's see how it fares for Cesaro. Oh my goodness. He's looking for the gut wrench suplex and avalanche gut wrench. No! Styles reversed it. Styles managed to shift his weight and just crush the life out of Cesaro. No way. Not from that distance. AJ Styles, he's thinking phenomenal forearm. And he got him. Has he won the World Heavyweight Championship? Styles, the cover. 1, 2, 3. No. Unbelievable. AJ Styles countered the avalanche gut wrench suplex. Caught him flush with a phenomenal forearm. And Cesaro still had enough left in him to kick out. Oh my God. What are these two doing here? That's Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, and they're making a beeline for the ring. But AJ Styles, he told them to stay back. And AJ Styles, he said, Anderson approached him a few weeks ago on Raw. Styles said he didn't want any help, but the club are out here nonetheless. But Styles still trying to fight back, but the distraction may cost him. As Cesaro's got him, Swiss Death! The Swiss Death, the massive European uppercut. And now Cesaro the cover. 1, 2, no! Styles, now he nearly saw his life flash before his eyes. Oh my God, but the club have hit the ring. Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows have hit the ring. Styles was knocked out of the ring by the force of that European uppercut. And the referee has had to ring the bell. This match has been thrown out. An instant classic in the making from Cesaro and Styles. And Gallows and Anderson have come out here to ruin it. They've spoiled the party. But not only that, they've cost Styles his shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. And now they're just destroying the World Champion. Cesaro has won this match by disqualification thanks to the club. And now look at this. Luke Gallows just hammering away with these elbow drops. Carl Anderson as well. Anderson just making a mockery of the World Champion here. And now these two, oh my God, just raking the eyes. Carl Anderson just raking the eyes of the World Champion. Cesaro's completely helpless right now. Styles was knocked silly by that European uppercut. He's still down on the floor. As now, look at this. No. A clothesline chop block combination. Styles has made it back to his feet. And AJ Styles is clearly pissed. Understandably so. He clearly is not happy with what the club have done here tonight. Friendship aside, Styles is incredibly frustrated with these two men. And now you see Gallows and Anderson making their way into the ring. Styles wants an explanation. Is he going to get one? Anderson and Gallows are Anderson and Gallows are just staring him down. Styles is not happy with... Oh my goodness, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Luke Gallows is directly in the face of AJ Styles. No one has said a thing. AJ Styles wants an explanation. He's not getting one, and AJ Styles has had enough. AJ Styles, oh my god. Well, he was tired of the silent treatment. But Luke Gallows nearly took his damn head off with that clothesline. You've got to be kidding me. And now the club are turning on AJ Styles. Gallows and Anderson, they've taken out Cesaro. And now they're looking to take out AJ Styles as well. What provoked this? There's now Carl Anderson. Oh, a boot in the corner. Styles crumbles to a heap in the corner. And now Gallows is getting in position. I mean, now Styles is defenseless. Styles, no way to fight back in this situation. He just gets driven into the canvas with that vicious powerbomb. And now Luke Gallows is going to send him back to Anderson. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. And AJ Styles just rolls out of the ring. That might have just been on instinct alone. No. You've got to be kidding me. You cannot be serious. Does this mean... Are the club working with Samoa Joe? No. What? You've got to be kidding me. Not only... our main event has been ruined thanks to the club. And was this all Samoa Joe's doing? Has Samoa Joe forced the club to turn their backs on AJ Styles? You've got to be kidding me. Styles can't even make it to his feet. Styles, he can't even help himself. And Samoa Joe. Well, Samoa Joe can't help himself. He's just gotta tear AJ Styles apart. Well, I mean, these two men were former allies. These two men at WrestleMania, they worked together to take out Evolution. And now Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe has let his desire for the World Heavyweight Championship, I mean, completely ruin his... Was it ever really a friendship with AJ Styles? I mean, what kind of a friend would turn their back on their comrade like this? And just completely make a mockery out of him. Styles, he had this... I mean, he won the Beat the Clock Challenge. He had this opportunity. He earned it. This opportunity to fight Cesaro for the World Heavyweight title. And Samoa Joe was very, very clearly upset with the hand he was dealt. And evidently, he's very upset with the hand AJ Styles was dealt as well. Is now looking... Oh my god. Samoa Joe just tearing AJ Styles' limb. Oh my god, and now running senton. I mean, Cesaro is still incapacitated by the club. No one's coming out here to make the save. It's all Samoa Joe at this point. Samoa Joe is just looking to tear AJ Styles apart. I mean, you could call Samoa Joe a sore loser. You could call him whatever you want, but right now, Samoa Joe's calling all the shots. Oh man, look at this. Now he's just insulting AJ Styles. No, 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 no! With a full head of steam. Samoa Joe driving that boot straight in the face of Styles. I mean, he's making a fool out of him, and he's breaking him, both physically and mentally. I mean, he had his AJ Styles, his former comrades, his former brother in arms, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, turn their back on him. And now Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe is going to take AJ Styles to the corner. He's going to place him up top. He's looking for that muscle buster. I mean, this is completely uncalled for. Samoa Joe, muscle buster. He's taken out Styles. Cesaro, he's been destroyed by the club as well. Samoa Joe and the club have completely hijacked our main event here. Styles now dumped over the top rope. Oh my god, and they're still not done with the world champion. Cesaro, his lifeless, basically a carcass at this point, just whipped into the ring. And now Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe's going to go to work on the world champion as well. I mean, Cesaro didn't even really have a hand in this. He's just the champion. He's just the man caught in the middle of all this. But Samoa Joe doesn't care. Samoa Joe is not just about AJ Styles. It's about sending a message, making a statement. Samoa Joe, he wants that World Heavyweight Championship more than anything in the world right now. And he will go through anyone he has to. Whether it's AJ Styles, whether it's Cesaro. There's now Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe with the Chimeraplex just destroying, decimating, obliterating the World Heavyweight Champion. And Samoa Joe, he's proud of his work. He's taken out Styles. He's taken out Cesaro. And Samoa Joe, I mean, the top two contenders, the top two stars of Monday Night Raw have been laid out thanks to Samoa Joe. As Samoa Joe with another muscle buster. And folks, we're out of time. This World Heavyweight Championship matchup has been a complete bust. And it's all thanks to Samoa Joe. We'll have to stay tuned to see the fallout of this shocking betrayal.